Oop. And what's good, everybody? What's popping, y'all? It's the official King Paint, and it is the G Panel Reloaded. Yes, we have a very, very special show planned for you guys on today. Let me go ahead and pull up Safion so he can tell you guys what's going on. What's going on, Safion?
What's up, guys? So today we have a surprise special guest interview from Jocelyn's Cabaret, Season 3, Las Vegas. None other than herself, the one and only Miss Hennessy.
Period. Well, without further ado, let me go ahead and pull up Miss Hennessy. You got to work on your intro, Safion. They got to get longer, okay? On period. Got to give me some time here.
I'm
I'm
boring.
scaring. I'm scaring. Hey, Henny, what's going on?
Hi, what's up?
Period. Let me put you right here in the middle.
Oh, yes, put me
Period.
right in the middle. I look better in the middle than
Period.
the
To the
side.
period.
Stop between both of
Yay.
y'all.
Okay, on period. What's going
Period.
on?
What's up? What y'all up to? Like, how y'all doing?
I'm
I'm
doing
doing good. I'm
good.
feeling good. There's been a lot of
Okay.
controversy going on with the cabaret. Amber's been all
Mm-hmm.
in the news, and you were her
Mm-hmm.
roommate.
Yes, I was.
Yes,
That's my
and you
bitch.
guys were like close.
Frickin' frack.
Period. That's my baby.
Period. Why do you think that you and Amber became so close? You guys had all just met.
I think because she was real from the beginning. Like, she got no filter. If she feel the way, she say it, and I'm the same way. And we just vibed out. It was something about her that I just liked. Like, it was her vibe that caught my attention. Like, she cool ass people.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I believe that every story worth being told
Hmm.
is worth being told from the beginning. So we just gonna start from the beginning. Episode one, you pop things off in episode one in the van. Okay. On the way to the house, you were saying the girls were rowdy,
Mm.
but on the way to the photo shoot, the girls were crickets. What happened, girl? Why was you being
Was
so
they scared?
messy?
It wasn't that I was being messy. It's just like it was mad quiet in the fucking car, and I'm just there like, y'all was just mad rowdy 2 minutes ago. The whole time we was in the car, y'all was being annoying, being mad rowdy, and now y'all want to be quiet. Like, no, let's go, speak up. Why is it so quiet in the car? Like, why y'all
Were you
quiet
trying to
now?
were you trying to call them out for like, being upset with Jocelyn? Did you want somebody to speak up?
It wasn't that. I just wanted somebody to do something. It was just dead in the car. Like, we was filming, you feel me? So it was like somebody do something, speak up, say something. Like, yeah, I was talking all that stuff before we got in the car. Say what y'all was saying before.
So
Let's spice it up.
would production put y'all on cue to be like, okay, say this, or would y'all let's cheer on this
No,
and go on cue
no,
like
it was
this?
basically raw. Like, everything we said came out of our mouths. It came out of our mouths because we said it, not because we were supposed to say it.
So that's how you were feeling in that moment.
Yeah. Nobody told me to
Okay.
say that. It was just at that moment I was like, why y'all so quiet? Like, the fuck? That was just mad rowdy. Like,
No, I don't mean like they was controlling. I'm talking about like because with reality TV, sometimes they be like, well, why don't y'all talk about this? Or they'll give you something to talk about if y'all can't really talk about
um,
stuff. Like we ran out of ideas to talk about.
if well, they do that sometimes. Like, they'll tell you like, yo, bring this up or da da da. Like, because clearly
It'd
they
be
gotta make the
annoying.
storyline. So, yeah, sometimes. But then again, you gotta make things make sense so
Right.
people can understand why certain events is happening.
So how did
So,
you get on the cabaret? You sent in an audition and they just called and picked you. How did that process go?
yeah, so basically, I saw that Zeus posted a flyer saying that they was taking auditions for Jocelyn's Cabaret season 3, and I just randomly one day was taking pictures. I had my makeup shit done, and then I was just like, you know what, let me just do the audition. You had to explain who you was, and you had to dance to her song, "Live Your Best Life." So I did it, and then like I did it in like September, and then like the beginning of October was when they called me, 2 weeks before. We only had 2 weeks in advance. Literally, they called me. That's it. 2 weeks. You got to fly out.
Yeah,
That's
So
that
I
interesting
only
work
because
had two
some
moves
weeks
very
to
girls,
prepare
fast.
myself. We only had 2 weeks to prepare ourselves. It was very last minute, but
Is
they
that why Amber
called me
kept walking
twice.
around in that same blue two piece? Yes, I
You
did.
tried it.
I
No, you
tried it.
didn't. You tried it. First of all, she only wore that once. She wasn't walking around with the same piece. If that's how they played it together, put the pieces together, then that's how they did it. But she was not
It's
wearing
the
the same outfit.
editing.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
two
don't try to say
weeks.
my bitch. Okay?
Okay.
You
So
tried it.
episode two, at the photo shoot, Amber attacked Wet Wet. Okay, because she was singing. Was the singing that bad?
It wasn't it wasn't that it was bad. It's just it was annoying. I guess it was annoying her and it was in her ears. So like, and we was drinking. So it's like you got alcohol in your system. We there for like hours, and then like you're singing in her ear. She's telling you to stop. You wasn't stopping. So obviously she's gonna get like what do you call it? Aggravated, whatever.
Aggravating.
Irritated,
Yeah,
aggravated. Yes.
Because
Why?
yeah.
Why does?
K Capri was in the confessional. I remember she was like, "You're literally thumping with bitches because they're singing," and I laughed when she said that. But I guess that's why she attacked her. Cause was it because y'all was irritated because they had y'all on the bus so long? Like what happened with that too? Because Capri has said something about like Lexi Blow was making fun of y'all, something like
Let
that.
me
And
let me
was y'all on the
let me let
bus
me
for
tell you
like a
something.
day?
Let me tell you something. Remember, it's always editing. Just because it
Right.
looked like that's what happened doesn't mean that's what happened. You get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
The way they played it out is not how everything went down, to be honest with you. And that whole shit with the car shit, that was the day we were supposed to go to the crib. That was a whole different day. They just put it and made it seem like it was all one.
Oh,
And we
okay.
was waiting out there for mad long. She wasn't trying to let us in the house because she wasn't there. She was being extra petty. Like we was tired. It was late. You know, when we start filming, we could start filming at 12 in the afternoon or 11 in the morning, and we won't be done till like 3, 4 in the morning. We're filming all day. So while we filming, we can't even have our phones. We got no access to
Ooh.
our phones. They take that shit. You feel me? And we eat when they tell us we can eat, whenever they give us something to eat. So it's like we tired, we hungry. It's getting chilly outside because just because we in Vegas don't mean it's hot. We was there in November.
Did
You
they
feel
feed
me?
you
So
guys well?
yeah, they gave us food. You feel me? It was food. Like I'm a picky ass eater. Me being there, I started eating. Like I never used to eat Panda Express. I didn't like Panda Express. Being there, I eat Panda Express now. Like I had to
Period.
forcefully eat. I had to eat what was there. You feel me? Like I couldn't be picky. So, but yeah, so we was outside. Like at a point, I was outside. I was getting tired. I was smart though. I went to the van and I slept in the van. I didn't sleep outside, but other people slept outside. We was there cold, waiting for mad long. So when they heard that, you know, because she was laughing, clearly that's why they got upset because we sitting outside cold because we can't go inside. You inside warm while you laughing. But honestly, I didn't believe that she said that only because I wasn't there, so I couldn't go based off of he said she said shit at the same time. So
Yeah,
Why would
because you
they
was in
let
the
y'all
van.
sleep outside? Like y'all human beings, like, and that's not
because
a good
she didn't want to
introduction.
let us in the house. She didn't want to let us in the house. And that night
That's
Well,
we did not get to sleep in
outrageous.
the house.
well, the
That
first
night
day
we did not get to sleep
you
in the
guys were
house.
at the hotel first, right?
Yeah.
So the first day you guys arrived, you guys did get to sleep at the hotel, and then you guys got picked up by the Sprinter van and went to the house, correct?
Yo, I wonder if I could say certain shit, like because that's not how it
Oh,
really went down. Like I told
It's
you, it's
already passed
editing.
though.
You know how long it took us to get in the house?
no,
They
girl, how
had us in
How
the
long?
long?
hotel for days. We were supposed to
What?
be in the hotel one day, the next day go to the house, but because the way everything was going down and she didn't want to let us in the house, we didn't go into the house that night. We had to go back to a hotel.
Yes, I hear there was a lot of things going on with
She was
production.
acting up. She was
Jocelyn,
acting the fuck up. She was acting up.
yeah,
She was
I heard she
probably
was
coked the
throwing
fuck
stuff
up
at the
and she was acting up.
producers and going off on the producers. I hear was a lot
Throwing
She
of
was
stuff.
going off. She was going off in the producer. She threw them a glass and everything. I don't give a fuck.
my 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 my. Y'all heard she threw
Mm-hmm.
a glass at one of the production, so some of the production people.
I don't know how they deal with her. I told them before I left. I said I pray for y'all.
I got a
My
question.
my.
If she's doing all this, how does Lemmy, the CEO, handle that? Like, does he say anything to her? Does Janisha say anything to her? Because that's
Um,
unacceptable.
I'm more than sure they do. I'm more than sure he does have conversations with her, but he can't force her to listen. You feel me? He could only do so much. He could tell her, but it's on her if she listens. He's not her dad. So
See,
it's
this is the
like I
thing.
do believe he does tell her about herself. I do feel it because I could tell, like, for example, the shit after reunion, he was pissed. He was
My,
pissed.
my, my.
Mm,
He was pissed
Well,
mm.
before
off.
we
But
get
I don't
into
blame him for
reunion,
being
let's
pissed
go back
off.
to the episodes. Okay, on period.
Okay.
Episode 2. Okay, why does it seem like everyone is pressed with wet wet? Okay, they was calling her dry. At one point, she was jumped by 4 different girls.
That had nothing to do with me. That got nothing to do with
Yeah, you
me.
definitely didn't jump in.
I didn't like. Don't get me wrong. I did feel bad a little bit, but me and her was having our own issues at that time. So like, I was really like, whatever. At that point, we good now. Don't get me wrong, we good now. But at that time, I was like, I wasn't expecting, like, when Kay hit her, that was a one-on-one fight. I wasn't expecting, Dexter's Laboratory and
Oh,
Drippy Titty to get
oh,
involved. I wasn't expecting them to just sit there and try to jump in and fight her.
How come
absolutely.
nobody do you think that security tried their best to break it up because it was literally like 3-on-1 at the same time?
Yes, because it was so crazy, but at the same time, they could only do so much. Because yes, they're doing their job, but if somebody tells them, "Hey, move," they gotta move as much as even if they want to do something. If that makes sense, you
So
know what I
was
mean?
Absolutely.
So,
Jocelyn
like,
was
if a
there when
producer says, "Nah, let them fight," you gotta move.
so was Jocelyn shocked? Or did she try to like how was her reaction when all that was going down?
Well, from what I know, I think she told Kay to fight her.
Oh, my, my,
I
Mm.
my.
think she was like putting it in there for her to give her a show. So
Mm.
she knew something was gonna go down.
Kay needed to do something, okay,
I'm
to
telling y'all, y'all gotta talk to
Kay needed
KK.
to
She
do
told
something.
y'all.
Oh, we definitely gonna be
Uh,
speaking with her soon.
so Henny, Chanel had you guys learning all this choreography and all this stuff to surprise Jocelyn the first night at the club.
She's so
Okay, you guys get to the
stupid.
club and Jocelyn have you guys clean. And how did that make you feel?
I mean, I didn't mind the cleaning part because I get it. If we was gonna dance there, we might as well clean the place we're gonna dance at. I get it. She wanted to put us to work. Did I agree with her not involving them? No, I didn't. Because I felt like if you say so much that we a team, even if she tells you not to clean, you as so much because she always threw it out there, we're a team, we're a team, we're a team. So if we was a team and even though Jocelyn told you you didn't have to clean, you as being captain, you should have picked up a broom and
Her
helped us
and
out
Lexi
instead of
Blow?
trying to boss us around and walking around like you was the shit.
So you feel like
No, because
Chanel
one
was a
thing I
bad
could say
leader?
about Lexi, even though Lexi wasn't cleaning, she wasn't talking down in us. Like she wasn't being like, "Oh, make sure you missed the spot." Like she wasn't doing all
Ooh,
of that. Chanel did that. She did that to me at a point when I was cleaning the mirror. She said, "You missed the spot right there," and I just looked at her like,
So that's why Amber went off on her?
"Yeah, that's why Amber was pissed. That's why Amber said what she said.
do you feel like
Mm.
Chanel was
That's
a
why
bad
they edit
leader?
shit, and then it looks like she's just being rowdy and opening her mouth. But no, she has her reasons to why she says or does what she does. When something bothers her, she got to speak up on it, and I'm the same way. I think that's why we get along so well.
So Amber wasn't just giving Chanel a hard time. It seemed like Amber was giving her a hard time.
No, y'all should have seen how she was walking. She was dead
I
ass
seen how
going
she
on
was
like
walking a little bit.
she was like clean this like she was doing like too. It was giving me you're too cocky. You're being too no.
So you guys didn't respect her as an OG, as somebody who won the cabaret last season. You
I
guys,
honest sorry.
no, go
I
ahead.
honestly don't have a issue, and I didn't have an issue with Chanel in the house. Like I did speak to her whenever I was around her and shit like that. But it's just little things in terms of events that happen that made me feel like if you do that with them, how you gonna be towards me?
Absolutely.
I want to talk
Absolutely.
about one thing real quick we skipped over. I want to talk about Gaia real quick because there was a scene, I think, at the end of episode 2 where you guys had throughout that she was talking bad about Jocelyn, and then all of a sudden everybody just attacked her. And then they took her stuff and threw it out there, which I thought was kind of wrong for y'all to do that. So do you feel like you
I
feel bad
know.
now?
I do. I do. Now I do because honestly, after watching it, I like because you saw little parts that I was a part of, but everything else I didn't really see. Like when you saw when Diamond came and snuck up and hit her, like I didn't see none of that. I didn't see none of that. So after watching it, I was just like, damn, I kind of feel bad now. Like fuck, like it looks really bad. But at the same time, parts that they cut out was we only did that because why? Jocelyn said, "Oh, she did that. Take this bitch out my house right now." But they
Yeah,
cut it
that
that
was.
part. Why y'all cut that part out? She sent us. Well, yeah, because y'all didn't want her to look
I
bad.
mean, but you guys were all for Jocelyn when she was having you
Yeah,
guys do that fuck shit. And now it seems as though you guys have all turned on Jocelyn.
we actually didn't. Like for my example, for me personally, I'm gonna speak for me. I didn't do nothing to this lady. I never spoke bad on this lady, even on my social media. Never. She came for me for no reason.
Mm.
For no reason. I honestly never talked bad about her. We never had an argument, nothing. So the fact that she came for me the way she did, that's why I have a problem now. Because
And when did she
why
come
did
for
you do
you at
that?
the reunion?
Yeah, she put her
Okay,
hands
we're
on
gonna talk
me.
about it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about
Yeah,
it.
we're
Let's
gonna
get
talk
back.
about it later.
We're gonna get there. We almost there.
If you
So
look at one of my podcasts that I did, I spoke nothing but highly about her.
Yeah, I seen an interview that you did, and you were speaking nothing but good
That
things
bitch is
about
crazy.
Jocelyn. Yeah, yeah. So episode 4, Jocelyn picks the first 5 girls to be in the cabaret: Jordan, Riri, Lollipop, Lexi Blow, and Amber. How did that make you feel? Because somebody said that you can't dance. Okay, you dance like a stripper. Why is Henny here?
she wasn't the only
You talking
one.
about Drip City. Okay, so
Woo!
she said that. What caught me off guard with those confessionals is the fact that that's not what you were saying to my face. You was applauding me, telling me I was doing good even at the second performance. So
Ooh.
why is it that when you came to your confessionals, you was talking so bad about me? Why you was sucking my dick so hard?
Mm.
So those little comments, I was shocked when I saw it. I was like, what?
Okay,
Like
that
what?
part. So were
Yeah.
you happy for
And
the
dancing
other
like a
girls?
stripper. This was coming from a person who is a stripper who went on stage dancing like nothing but a stripper.
Yeah, they said that they suck and fuck for
I
money.
thought
So,
cabaret was about dancing, not stripping.
yeah, it's about keeping your clothes
But
on,
their titties and
about
shit is
women
out though, right? But
empowerment.
I'm the one that sells pussy and shit. But you showed your body more on the show than I did.
It's about
You
women
showed your whole booty
empowerment.
hole.
Did you see the statement that Jocelyn and put out about women's empowerment?
Where? Bitch, where?
Zeus never don't condone
Bitch, where?
fighting.
This bitch had the nerve to tell us one time too, like, look at y'all, I'm older than y'all and I look better and younger than y'all.
Ooh, my.
How much money you spent on yourself though?
Ooh, my. Were you happy for the other girls?
I
In
actually
episode
was.
5, Wet got into that fight because she was cheering for the other girls, and
We
Kate
both
Capri
were
pushed some type of
actually.
way. Yeah, I think you got hit by the water.
No, I
I
think
didn't
it
hit me. Everybody
slightly. I
swears
think it kind of missed
it went
her.
like that, but I moved on time. I promise didn't hit me. But she then looked at me after. She goes, "Bitch," I said, "Bitch, you threw water." She goes, "Did it hit you?" I said, "No." She goes, "Bitch, I was trying to signal you to move," and I was like, "Well, I didn't know, bitch." I was like, "Damn." She threw that shit though. I was like, I wasn't expecting that. I was just too busy looking at them like, because they were arguing, and then all of a sudden she goes, I said, "Oh shit, hold on."
Yeah,
But
what was
Okay,
going through your
okay.
mind when you seen all that going down, and then how Raven just ran after her and completely failed and got dragged, and how Black Diamond got dragged, and
I
what was going
only
through your mind? How'd you
I
feel about that?
Yeah, I was laughing. Let me tell you, what when her Raymond first fought that she fell and shit, I didn't see it. I didn't get there till you saw when I was trying to pick her up to help her. That's when I got there. So when I saw that shit on TV, I started dying. I said, "Damn, that bitch can't fight for shit. That bitch can't fight for shit."
Okay,
You saw
Capri.
how she was fighting? No,
No,
Raven.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I feel like K Capri picked on Wet because she was an easy target. She thought that she would be an easy target.
I no, I think it's because they had already like beef and animosity to each other that eventually like she was just gonna explode. They
but
already
where did
had,
it?
if you noticed on the bus, they already had already was bumping heads. So it wasn't like, she was
Well,
irritating
K
her.
Capri bumped heads with you on a bus. She was ready to take your head
No,
off
she
for
didn't.
yeah, she was mad about
We
you
never
saying
bumped heads.
on the app. Well, it looked like it, or it could be the
They made it
editing.
look it is the editing, but we never bumped heads.
Okay, because
I
it
swear,
seemed like
we
she got
never bumped
mad
heads.
that you asked, why was everybody quiet now? And she was like,
Oh
I'm not
no,
here
yo,
for
oh
this
when she
shit.
said that, they cut it the part and I looked at her, I said, "Bitch," because I was just saying, she was like, we was no, it wasn't like that. It's the way they made it look. I get what you're trying to say, but if that ass wasn't the way it looked.
Okay,
Not at
okay.
all. I was actually cool with KKP before I got cool with Amber. We was
Okay.
in the hotel together. We was smoking together and shit. She was the first person I got cool with.
I want
So
to ask
Gaia
you this.
also attacked Wet that day. What are your thoughts about Gaia? Because after you guys put her out the house, you discover she does witchcraft. She's a Christian. She got wolf pussy. Like, what's going on with Gaia? Is she really crazy, or is she just doing it for the cameras?
I'm gonna be honest, she was like that even off the cameras.
Ooh,
Mm.
So that's just her personality, like
how was
in
it like
general.
living with her?
She never made it in the house,
Oh,
like to
she never
live.
stayed at
She
the house.
didn't. Oh yeah, because it was that one
She
night
never
when
stayed in the
Princess
house with her
came.
because Yeah, we took her on. After that, they had her in the hotel. When she came to the club, you know that she did a pop-up on us. We was already at the house at that time. She never, after that,
She
she went
right.
home. Like,
I remember that.
she never stood with us in the house.
So after
I
the
want
photo
to.
shoot, y'all didn't go back to the house. Y'all went back to the hotel.
Which day?
The first day, it made it look like you guys were going to the
No, the day
house.
that we were in the house, we stood in
Mhm.
the house. Once you saw us filming in the house, we were in the house.
Okay.
I want to ask
Mm-hmm.
you this though. When the last two that were being picked, which was Amber and Chanel, because everybody saying Amber, Chanel did way better than Amber. Do you feel like Jocelyn picked Amber just to get back at Chanel, get under her skin, or do you feel like she genuinely
Um,
just did that because she feel like Amber did better than her?
I think she genuinely picked Amber because Amber did better. And Amber went to the extreme. She took her whole panties off. They edited it, but she showed her whole kuka. She did that
My,
Mm.
shit
my, my.
because she wasn't just doing pole. It wasn't for her. It wasn't about pole work. It was about choreography, and she was showing nothing but choreography. All Chanel was doing was, yeah, she was dancing, but she was doing stripper dancing, pole work. You know what I'm saying? Amber brought something different to the table.
Okay.
Okay.
Speaking of taking the panties off, okay. There was a part of the season where Jocelyn was asking K Capri to see her pussy because everybody was calling her a boy. Is K Capri a man?
No, she has a pussy, and I've seen it.
You
King.
see
Y'all
that?
better stop with that shit. She's a whole
Did she end up
female.
hooking up
That's
with
wrong.
Raven? Did she end up hooking up with
Not
Raven?
not that I know of. You gotta ask her that. I don't know.
Okay, where was the
I
smells coming
wouldn't
from
know.
in the house? I heard there was a lot of smells in the house. Somebody said
I don't know,
Lexi
but it wasn't
smelled like
coming
fish
from
and
me.
chips.
I
I
wouldn't
don't know.
know. I
I just
wouldn't know because I
asked
used.
you.
I'm gonna be honest. I used a different bathroom. There was more than one bathroom in the house. Then I used the bathroom that they used. I used the one in the back of the house. So even so, I wouldn't know. You feel me? But I'm not all up in anybody's coochie anyway, so I ain't
Period. That
smelling
ain't your
nobody.
business.
As
Period.
long as I know my shit is nice and clean, smell like flowers, that's all I care about.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So once you
Hmm
guys had got in the house, so after the fight, so the fight where Cake where Wet Wet got jumped. Okay, how long had you guys all
hmm
known each other at this time?
Well,
How long
whatever
were you
got
guys
jumped at
there
the
thus
club.
far?
Damn, because we was in the hotel for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. We probably knew each other maybe I say 4 days to a weekend. We already knew each other.
Okay,
So it was
okay,
like, that's why I was like, but it's like I said, it's the way they edit it and make it seem. But we already knew each other. That's why there was already conflict and it was animosity towards certain people already. So it looked like they was just randomly picking on people or beefing for no reason. But no, it was just, we were already days in from knowing each other. So it was like,
okay.
How do you feel about Jocelyn saying that the losers aren't allowed to go to the cabaret performance? How did you feel about that? What was going through your mind?
I think that was petty because I feel like she thought we were going to be petty, but we all genuinely just wanted to go. I feel like the first night she should have let us go just so we could be there the first night. But I don't know. I think she thought we was gonna ruin it because of what happened with K Capri already and that fighting shit, but we wasn't gonna do any of that. So it was like I think she should have had us there. I think it was petty of her not to have us there. I feel like she did it too to try to create conflict between everybody.
So the night of
Absolutely.
the cabaret performance, it's time for girls to dance. They're on the red carpet. They're in the backstage getting ready, and Amber notices that someone tampered with her dress. And even on the TV screen, it looked like it was someone took like a needle thing or something like
Mm-hmm.
that and poked at it. They said when they got back to the house, they was gonna address to see who did it. So who do you think tampered with her dress? Do you think production did it to start some mess, or do you think whoever you thought was did it? Now, what was going
It
through your
could have
mind?
been it from my to be honest, it could have been who I think it was the best friends, the two little,
Freaking
minions.
frat.
The Bob
Yes,
Dashians,
freaking
as you
frat,
call
the
them,
botch dashians, yes.
the Botch Dashians.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she did.
Yes, I
I
did.
call him
Oh,
freaking frat.
I think so because we wasn't in the house because before that performance was the pool party and I saw we cooked at the pool party.
yeah.
That morning, me and Amber went to the supermarket to get all the ingredients and everything that we needed. So we wasn't at the house. Her dress wasn't the only thing that was messed up. She was missing lingerie. My glasses was broken. I was missing a pair of shorts, a leotard. We were like, all right, somebody was clearly in our room fucking
I
with her
would have
shit.
lost it.
Mm.
So it's
How was
like,
the?
huh?
I'm sorry, you can finish.
Oh, so it's like when that whole situation happened when we was playing golf and they was getting so defensive. It's like if it wasn't you, nobody said it was y'all, but you getting so defensive. It wasn't you. If it wasn't you, why you getting so rowdy? Why you getting so mad about it? How you know that she has seasonings on the table
My.
How was the pool
in the
party? Did
room?
you have fun?
I did. I got lit.
Because they showed
They
it
made
like it
sure
went
we
on
got
for
lit.
hours and hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, because even after we stopped filming, we was able to continue. So we was just out there as much as for as long as we
So
wanted
the
to.
pool
We stood
party
out
was
there till it
drama
was
free.
dark. It was what?
Drama free at the pool party.
It was drama free till the scene that you see Amber get into it with both of them at the pool party. That little
Okay.
scene where her fighting with Diamond and Raven. That was the day of the pool party.
So
Was
So
the
that
that
was the
was
food
the
day
only
really
when
thing that
she.
good?
happened.
That was the episode when they was in the towels, and then that was the
Yes.
episode when they was in the towel. Okay,
Mhm.
so going into that episode, I think that was the beginning of episode 6. I want to say. So they
7.
came up to Jocelyn and they were basically saying like, "Oh, we feel whatever type of vibe they were feeling." Basically, some people saying they was tattletaling and snitching or whatever the case may be, and then they called. Jocelyn called Amber over, and when Amber came over, they immediately started going at it. What were you there? And what was going through your mind when you was there? What was you feeling?
I was trying to like sneak and look, but after a while, like they'll tell us to move because those certain scenes we're not allowed to be involved. Those scenes were specifically for them. So like I was in the house and I was trying to take a peek, but I couldn't really see everything because they kept moving me. But I was trying to listen, like, because for certain scenes that they're shooting, if you're not in it, you're not allowed to be around it. If that you get what I'm trying to say, they wouldn't let you be around it because they don't want you to know what's happening or what's being
So they
said.
would have.
I'm guessing.
I don't like that because if they would have jumped her, then what? Where would you
Oh,
would
I
have
would have
been
bum
at?
rushed everybody. They got me
As
fucked
you
up.
should. As
Is
you
They
is
got
should.
me fucked
Ballistic
up.
ever
I would have
alone with
bum
you
rushed
girls?
everybody. No,
He only comes around when Jocelyn's around.
yeah. The only time he was
Hmm.
alone with us, y'all see, it will be like the last episode. That's
Did
because she
Ballistic eat
ended up
Amber's
losing her
food that
voice
day?
and shit.
Did Ballistic and Jocelyn eat Amber's food that day? Jocelyn said she didn't eat the
Ballistic
food.
ate. Ballistic ate the food.
Okay, was the food
She didn't
good?
eat the food. It was banging.
Okay, you're not just saying
Amber
that because
could
it's your
cook.
roommate.
No, I'm a picky ass eater, and
Okay.
I ate some lamb chops. I was like a little nervous, you feel me? But that shit
Have
was
you ever
banging.
ate lamb chops before?
Once, but it was at a restaurant, and it was
Okay.
so long ago. So I was like, I'm very, like I said, I'm picky. Even her pasta, she makes everything from scratch. I watch her clean the crab legs, and she literally takes a toothbrush and she like cleans them shits. Like she had me doing
Okay.
that. I was like, bitch, with a toothbrush, so it's gonna take how
I want
long?
to
Like,
order from her
Okay,
because
damn.
she seasoned
period.
it.
Like, why you
She
pick me?
seasoned it.
Her food, so good.
She seasoned
I'm
it. I
not
want to
even gonna
order from
lie.
her one day if
I'm
All
she's
the
gonna
like
try.
seasonings
near
she was
me.
cooking with too, cause I'm Spanish, so y'all already know I'm used to my Goya, my adobo, my sazon, all of that shit. So when she was cooking, she had different seasonings that I'm not used to. So it was actually interesting and to learn like new different ways how to cook. But she be using all different shit. I know one of her shit that she uses was slap your mama sauce, cause I would never forget that shit or seasoning it was some shit like that. I would never forget it just cause I was laughing at the name.
Okay.
I think it was a
So
seasoning, some
in
shit like that.
episode 8, the Bob Dashians was talking shit. Okay, you call it chatting. Okay, you said, "Oh, you girls want to chat." Okay, and you
They was
ran,
chatting.
and you got Amber. My question for you is, what was Amber supposed to do?
I wanted them to say what they were saying to her face because I
Absolutely.
knew that they were saying that shit. And then if I would have told, they knew I was gonna tell her regardless, but I would have never called her not. But I wanted them to tell it to her face so that they don't say that I'm lying or they try to say that I'm twisting words or anything. Like, no, you're gonna talk that shit, say that shit to her face, real shit. We are in the same house. That shit you saying right now, why you didn't say that shit to her? Why you waiting for this moment that the cameras is on to say that shit? Don't wait for the cameras. If you feel that way, say it to her.
Right. I want to
Absolutely.
ask you this because what I was confused about was they was coming for you, but they wasn't like it wasn't like they was physically ready. Because at one point, especially I got that New York vibe because I'm from New York. When you stand up and it's like, all right, so what we doing? And I feel like they got that, but they didn't really want to receive that. But when it came to other people like Wet and Gaia, they was just on that. So I'm like, why they so quick to jump on these girls that can't fight or are not fighters? But when it comes to people like HENNY Amber or K Capri, they just doing all this, and then it's just like you think they
Talk
obviously
your
pick and
shit.
choose. So it's like going into the argument with Amber, and then Amber, what's her name? Black Diamond kept saying nigga a lot. She kept
Yeah.
calling her nigga, but it's the way she kept saying it. Like it wasn't like she was saying nigga. She was trying to say it like
It was like
nigga.
you were calling her a, like you was doing it to antagonize her. That's
Right.
why it was wrong, and that's what a lot of people and she wasn't getting. It's not about it. Yeah, she didn't want you saying it, but it was not more about you saying it. It was the way you were saying it towards her. It wasn't like you was just having a conversation and you just threw the word out there. No, you was calling her one, and then on purpose when she told you to stop, you kept doing it. She warned her, do that shit one more time. What did she do? She did it, so that's why she got her ass whooped.
Because I
So
even
what?
noticed when she was arguing with you, when she was arguing with Gaia, or when she attacked her, whatever, and when she was fighting with Wet Wet, everybody she had conflict with, she never said the word nigga. Even when she never said it in her confessionals. She never said it on a daily when they would show her walking in the house.
Hmm.
It just seemed like when it came to Amber, because Amber wasn't the darkest in the house, but Amber was brown skinned. So I noticed she kept using that word with only with her. So did you notice that?
I did. That's why, like, honestly, after they fought, when you see Amber walking away crying, it's because you saw that she said it again to her after they fought. I was stuck on stupid. Like, I stood there like that. Like, it even bothered me when she did it. And I'm looking at her like, Zeus is a black owned network. All production and security that's standing behind us was African American.
Did
There
they
was
do
not
something
one,
about
you get
it?
what I'm saying? There was like two white people I could say that was part of production. No, but you could tell it bothered everybody. But I was just more like, I would have sent that bitch packing.
Yeah,
You
why
got
didn't
me
they do
fucked
that?
up.
Why didn't they stop
You know,
production? Been
that
like,
was
okay,
the
you
thing that
can't
was
say the
different.
N word and this, that, and the third.
Like
Why did they keep her here
the
longer?
owner is black. Like, what are you doing?
That was the thing that was different this season. They didn't send any of the girls home. I feel like in the other seasons,
I was like,
some of the girls got sent home. Everybody didn't make it, but it seemed like everybody made it to the end. Just
yeah,
everybody could not perform in the cabaret.
yeah, that's what it
Uh,
was. The only one that ever left was Gaia.
so one more
So how,
question about the whole Black Diamond and Raven incident, because a lot of people feel like the reason that you had called Amber over because Amber had been bullying a lot of the girls in the house. She had been getting into fights and stuff a lot at this time. They feel like the only reason you had called her over is because you were too scared to pop one of them yourself.
No, that wasn't it at all. I told y'all what was my reason, and that was not my reason. And she was not bullying nobody. Like, it's crazy. Like, that shit with Wet Wet, it wasn't no bullying. They were dead ass having conflict. Even after they was arguing. Before they fought, they didn't show. They was arguing prior to that. We was upstairs. Like, for example, I was upstairs chilling on the phone. She was coming upstairs, and they were still going at it. She was calling her Wendy Williams type shit. Like, they were arguing before that fight for a minute. It wasn't like she was just picking on her. She kept telling her, leave me alone, Wendy Williams. Leave me alone. And she was just irritated at that point. So, even with the best friends thing, she didn't start with them
Well, how
at
did you
all. It was
manage
a
to
lot
stay
of
out
he
of so
say,
much
she say
drama?
shit. Because I was the one that I was like, unless you come for me, I'm not the type to start with nobody. Unless you come for me, then I'm gonna say something. So that's why when they said something that day, I said what I said to them because I was like, oh, you got me fucked up.
because it just looked like all season until that point, looked like K Capri and Amber just kept coming for Wet Wet. It looked like she was just getting bullied. So you're saying that everything was just edited to make it look like they did it?
Yeah, because even though like I know it looked like a lot, and sometimes it was. I'm not gonna lie, but it wasn't like they was doing it for no reason. It's not like they was just picking on her just to pick on her. Clearly, they had their reasons. They were either irritated with her or they just had a problem with her. But it wasn't
So,
like they
well,
was
that's the
just
question
picking
I
on
should
her like
have.
for no reason.
Okay,
They had their
so
reasons clearly. Like Amber's, for example, was the shit at the photo shoot, and then they fought. So after that, they already was tension there 'cause they fought. You obviously after you fight somebody, you always just gonna have that about them. Y'all just fought, and you don't know her from a hole in the wall. So it's like,
okay.
Do you feel
So
like
how did you?
Jocelyn? Oh, go ahead. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry. How did you feel? So when Amber and Diamond were going back and forth, and then she said, "If you say it again, I'm gonna hit you," and then she said it again, and then she dragged and beat the shit out of her. What was going through your mind? How did you feel? Did you think Raven was going to jump in? Because I seen you in the back ready.
I thought she was. That's why I was ready. Because if she jumped in, I was ready to swing on her.
Were you surprised that she didn't jump in? Because it's like, girl, you
I
jumping in for
was.
wet, wet. You jumping in for Gaia. It had nothing to do with you. But you sitting there and like,
I
I don't
was
understand
because
that.
the excuse that they're using is, oh, Jocelyn told her not to jump in. Let me tell you something.
No, she didn't.
If I come on a show with my real life best friend for years and she's getting hit like that, and just because production or Jocelyn tells me not to jump, you think I'm gonna fucking listen to them? This is not my friend from a show. This is my friend from real life. I don't give a fuck if y'all tell me nothing. I'm gonna jump in. Are you dumb? So yeah, she's dumb. I would have jumped in. I would have been like, fuck that. Especially the way she was ragging her. You saw that shit, right? How she was getting her like bad. Hell yeah, I would have jumped in. She should have jumped in. She was pussy for not jumping in. I don't care if Jocelyn told her not to jump in or not. You pussy. And that
And you
right
would have
there, her
followed.
friend, what her friend should see out of that is, damn, you really didn't jump in for me because she told you not to. What does that tell you? That she gonna pick Jocelyn over you, bitch? So your friendship ain't shit.
Period. Period. Were you ever picked to be in anything, Henny?
And the shows,
In the cabaret, in the music videos? You know, she only picked a couple girls. It's like,
petty, and everybody keeps telling me I'm guilty by association. I guess.
do you feel like, you got what you needed to get out of the show? Would you do it again?
Yes, and well, yes, and I would have said yes a while ago, but now after what happened, nah, I'm good.
Okay, absolutely.
I
Well,
don't
let's
need to
talk
ever
about
be
what
in that lady's
happened.
presence.
I feel like we're to the reunion now. What about you, Safian? Any more questions about the episodes?
Um, no, because she kind of just stayed out of most of the mess. Unless the other questions is for the other girls when they come up here. But no, we can get to the reunion. So we get to the reunion.
Mm-mm.
I remember 2 days ago, I was chilling at work. I was on Instagram and I went on Facebook. You know when stuff happened on Facebook, it's some shit. And I remember seeing Amber. She was kind of like in the office or something. Then
She's
I
in the
clicked and it was her,
hospital.
K Capri. Yeah. And then I clicked it, and she's like, "Yeah, Jocelyn kicked me, ballistic attack." And K Capri's like, "Yeah, I choked Raven." Da-da. I'm like, "What?" 2 hours later, that shit done hit all the blogs. The next day, everybody was picking up. Everybody was on review channels going
Well,
off on Jocelyn. Like literally, the YouTube streets was on fire. Facebook, Hollywood Unlocked, the Shade Room, you name it. Every T page
I
had y'all
peeped
involved.
everything. I was like, it was intense.
Tell us what
Like,
happened and start at the beginning.
okay,
The very
so
beginning, like who hit who first.
When you got there, what happened when you got there? Start when you got there.
so when we got there, clearly they had us in separate dressing rooms, right?
Hmm.
So in my dressing room, it was me, Amber, and Lexi Blow. The room next to us was Jordan, Wet Wet, and Gaia. Downstairs, you had Riri and K Capri in one room, and then you had Lollipop and the two retards in another room. So we wasn't near each other at that point. When it was time to film, like film to go on the stage, before we went, we had like two people, a couple of people from production that worked for Zeus that fucked with us heavy. Came and told us, we can't really tell you, you didn't hear this from me, but we hearing Shan. All we gotta say is watch each other's back and stay close to each other.
What?
Mm.
So we already had a feeling like something was gonna go down. Granted, we waiting to walk in. When we going to walk in, the other girls are already on their side of the couches. Cause you know how for the reunion there's always two sides, right?
Hmm.
So on this side you have Wet Wet, Jordan, Lollipop, Raven, and Diamond. And then on the other side you had Lexi Blow, Amber, me, Gaia, Riri, and K Capri. So as soon as we're walking in and we're waiting to be able to go to our seats, I take a look like this and I peep. They looking at us already like, funny. As we start walking to our couches, I peep and I look. The first thing I look at was what they had on. They all had sneakers on.
I heard it was Gucci.
Mm.
Yes. Oh, but you know who bought it? They didn't buy it. Jocelyn bought it because it was
So,
premeditated.
But you
so
wearing
the
all
four
black?
girls.
I had an all black dress.
Yes, okay.
And my dress was so
That
cute. I didn't even get to wear it for long. It is
I
what it
feel like
is,
it's a
though.
New
So,
York thing. Every event, we always wearing black somewhere.
It
did
was. Let me
Jocelyn
tell
pick
you, my
some
dress was
girls to tour
fine.
with her? Like she picked like
Yeah,
some
it
girls to be in
was.
the cabaret?
It was well, at first she had certain, she keeps changing it. That's the thing. She's petty. So like right now she had Jordan, Lollipop, and the two bitches, and then I'm sorry, I just can't stand them.
There's only
Kardashians.
one. Freaking
Yeah.
frat.
So she had them. She was supposed to have Amber though, because Amber was supposed to go back for season 4, but you know, shit happened or whatever. So we get to the stage. We already know like the tension is there. Like we already know she was gonna pop off. We had a conversation before we went on stage, and we was like we already knew, like, pay attention. I told Amber, I was like, I'm not gonna let nobody jump you. She said the same to me, whatever. We was all like on the same type of timer. So we just sitting there, whatever. All of a sudden, Kay gets into a Lollipop. Kay gets up. Lollipop gets up. The two Bob's dashing gets up, like if they was gonna jump in. So Amber gets up, so I get up. So then she's fighting Kay's fighting Lollipop. Amber was fighting Diamond, and I was hitting Raven. So when I hit Raven, instead of her hitting me back, she pulled on my hair one time, and I had clip-ins in, so they came off in 2.5 seconds. I didn't even feel them come off. First of all, let's go there. So I'm looking at them on the floor. I'm like, damn. And then she's laughing. She's like, oh, your hair came out. I was like, I don't care if it came out. I was like, hit me. I said, all you do is take out my hair. I said, hit me. After that, they made us relax. You know, we had to calm down, whatever. At that point, I gave my hair to Riri. I put my hair in a bun. Like, I was like, this is the type of timing we on. Heard you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I made sure I came with strapless shoes. Because them bitches kicked the fuck off. We waiting. All of a sudden, Jocelyn come in. Jocelyn comes in and she's on 100. She pulled the season 2 on us. You know how in season 2 she came out and she was like, "This is the mad couch." She did the same shit to us. As soon as she walked in, she was like, "Hi" to her lady. She looked at us. She goes, "Oh, this is the mad couch," and we were like, "What the
What'd y'all
fuck?"
say?
Like, we were just looking at her like, because we were confused, like, what the hell is going on at that point? Because we like, okay, whatever. So now we're noticing little funny things. Not even 2 seconds in, Amber gets into it with Diamond again, and they start fighting. And then Raven gets up to jump in. I get up. I hit Raven. When I go to hit her again, Jocelyn came out of nowhere, went like that to me, and threw me on the floor.
Where was K Capri? Did she jump in?
K Capri, she eventually did, but she was so in shock that when I got up, because as soon as that happened, security was already in front of me. So I got up. I turned. I looked at K, and like she was like. Because we wasn't expecting that. We was like, what the fuck? And me, like, what the fuck I did to you?
Did you get up and hit her or try to hit her?
No, I told you as soon as she did that, I'm like, the security was ready.
Oh, yeah.
What?
2.5 seconds. 2.5 seconds. So I was like, oh, this is the type of timing we on. At that point, my knees were bleeding because it was carpet. So when I fell, my knee scraped on the carpet because my dress was laced. You know those dresses that have like leotards and then it's just see-through?
Mm-hmm.
That's how my dress was split, so I'm bare skin. So my knees scraped on that shit. Like, my shit look bad right now. Like, I have to go to the doctor type shit because them shits look nasty. But after that, I was like, all right, that's the type of timing we on her. My ass went to the dressing room and I changed into my jeans and my tank top because I was like, y'all got me fucked up at that point. I said, fuck the dress, fuck looking cute. This is the type of timing we on. Like, I'm not with it. Jocelyn just put her hands on me for no reason. Because I hit her. Because I hit Raven. So I was like, all right, they clearly had a plan. She probably sit there and told them, y'all gonna do this, that, and the third. She saw me jump in. She went and did that to me. I was like, all right, that happens. Another scene comes. They're like, all right, can you guys talk? Let's sit down and have a conversation. The owner, Zeus, he spoke to her, told her to calm down. We get back on stage. She goes, okay, I got in trouble. I was told to behave. She sits down. Did I freeze?
You're back.
I froze?
Yeah, a little bit. You're back. Somebody probably tried to call you.
Oh, you sound like a robot.
Oh, I sound like a robot now? Well,
and the cameras was on y'all the minute that y'all was at the door and y'all walked in because they got to get y'all walking in,
let's
right?
make sure her sound is right first. Is your sound right, Henny?
Can you hear us?
You probably have to back out and come in.
Hold on. Why does it sound like that? Hold on. Oh my god. Let me see.
You probably have to back out and come in.
No, hold on. Let her get herself together real quick.
Oh my god, you guys sound like robots.
We sound like robots.
I think somebody just tried to call you.
What happened?
You have to back out and come
back
back in.
Let me try to fix it. Let me try to turn on the Wi-Fi. Hold on. I can't. Let me turn it off. Hello?
Yeah, can you hear
Yeah,
us?
we can hear you.
I can hear y'all. Y'all just sound like robots. As long as y'all
I
can
think.
understand me,
Well, we can understand you fine. You sound
Yeah.
fine.
I can
So,
understand y'all a little bit.
You might have to
so
take
can
the
you hear what I'm
AirPods
saying
out.
now? Yeah, it might be the
Huh?
AirPods. It might be
It
the
might be.
It
AirPods.
might be. Let me take them off. Let me see if it.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, it's not my AirPods.
Is we still robotic? Yeah, you probably just have to back out of the studio and come back in. It's the link sometimes.
I'm sorry.
Mm.
You sound so funny.
Yes, we did. Oh, yes. Yes. Do you want to back out and come back in, or do you want to just keep going like this?
What?
Do you want to back out and come back in, or do you want to just
Have
keep
her
going like
back out
this?
because
Can
she
I do
can't
that? How do I
understand
do it?
us.
Yeah, you just exit and then just
And
click the
then
link that we
re-click
sent
the
you and come
link.
back in.
Okay, hold
Here,
on.
I'll kick you from the studio. Hold on. I should be right back.
Hmm.
Period. You guys make sure that you guys are liking this
Like
video,
and
sharing this
sharing.
video, and subscribe to this video. At this time, we're going to take a commercial break and we'll be right back in just a moment. If you haven't had the opportunity to check out my website and get you some Style King products, okay, go ahead and do so today and get you some style today.
Sleeping, what y'all want?
My mom said I need to do something with my hair, otherwise I gotta get it all cut off.
We booked the appointment at Style Kings at the barbershop. Let's go.
Style King 4 blocks away?
Yeah.
All right, let me brush my teeth. I'll be right out.
Need a
Don't
hair-
take long.
Do you want fabulous hair? Are you looking for a product strong enough to tame your 4C hair?
I know she did not use all my conditioner. Hey, Mom! Hey, Mom, you don't have no more leave-in conditioner?
Give me that. I know you did not use my Style King leave-in conditioner with the coconut oil. Where you going?
I was gonna go to the
Well, guess what else you're gonna do? Well, you're going to the store, so I need you to go ahead and cop me some more of this King Pain leave-in conditioner with the coconut oil.
Are you looking to knock the dust off them dreads? For a product that will rejuvenate and strengthen your hair, increase hair growth and shine, and smells great? Well, then you're in the right place. For the long, beautiful, healthy hair you deserve, choose Style King. Perfect on all hair types. Available online at theofficialkingpain.net. Get you some style today. Y'all look nice. Tell Mom to stop tripping, okay? Oh, and your mom calls and she needs some more conditioner. Okay, and we're back. Hey, Henny, you.
Hey,
Say for
much
y'all, I'm
better
so glad
now.
that
Now
you
I can hear you.
connected.
Yo, you
Yeah.
sounded mad funny. I'm not even gonna lie. Me, my cousin here, and my best friend, we was dying right now.
Well,
That's
I'm
all
glad that we
good.
can make you laugh. Okay, on period. That's what it's all about. Okay, seeing that smile. Okay, you're one of the most beautiful girls on the
Thank
show. I'm
you. I
surprised you didn't
Right.
make it
appreciate it.
into the cabaret. I think Jocelyn was showing them two white chicks favoritism. You know?
That's why I said what I said. I feel like for the second time, I was like, I feel like she didn't pick me because of the situation with Amber. Because the shit she even said in confession is not what she told me. They cut it off where she was like, "Ooh, girl, you do this and that like I did it." And she was like, "Ooh, girl, I was surprised." Like she was giving me nothing but good things until that shit happened. And I was like, I know that's why she didn't. Because even Tamika told me from production, like that when she asked her who should I pick, she said she texted her and she said Henny.
Mm.
Let me ask you
Sorry,
something real
Tamika.
quick about production. And this is
Come
not
on,
to
Tamika.
disrespect Zeus and production. Because I remember when they brought in Gaia, because you was there. They brought in Gaia, and then it was like, we have who you requested. Why do they sound like men, like, I don't want to say that word, but they just sound so like,
Not say it.
like they just kind
Stupid.
of sound like
Minion.
slaves. Like, no, like slaves in a way, like, oh, we have who you requested. Like she's like Why did were they always like that with her, or were they told to be like that with her? Like, it's not their job to be rude to her, but why did they just give off like
I
she's
don't
their
know.
queen and oh, we have who you requested, like they just gave that. I'm just like,
Well, look, that's just who she is too. Like she just thinks we're her host. Yeah, yes,
What
that's what
was?
she said. She's trying to treat us the way TVJ treated her ass.
Oh,
they don't do
my,
that with
my.
Natalie. Okay,
What
so I
was
want to know.
Hold on one second. What was Riri doing when the fight's broken out? Because she said that on the show she's not here for this ghetto shit.
Yeah, so Riri's to herself, she's very like, humble to herself. Like she's not about the drama. She don't start with nobody. So the fact that they even did what they did to her, but let me say this. When my hair, remember when I said that my hair came out, I took my hair and I gave it to Riri and she was holding it for me. Because she was
Hmm.
sitting there, she wasn't getting involved unless it needed to be. So they took advantage to the point where security had us away. They took advantage that she was alone, and Raven pulled her hair. Jocelyn kicked her in the back, and Diamond kicked her in the stomach.
Why would they
They was
do
like
that?
jumping her
Was y'all?
because I think it's because of one. I think it was jealousy because of her appearance and everything that she's been doing lately, and I think it's because she had tea on Jocelyn and she was ready to spill it.
No, it's because that's what Jocelyn
So
wanted. I don't know if you guys noticed the entire
I'm
season.
telling you, that shit
Jocelyn
was
kept telling them girls
premeditated.
that she wanted the cabaret girls, which means the girls that she picked to stick together. She was looking at the other girls and she said, I want you guys to stick together. Don't you let these bitches talk about me. So she wanted the four bitches that not bitches, the four girls. Look,
Hmm.
Jocelyn rubbing off on me. She wanted the four girls that she picked to stick together because she didn't want to dance
And
with
yeah,
girls that she felt like are
what pussy.
pussy, because if they're at the cabaret and somebody tries to do something
But
to Jocelyn, she wants people that are around that are going to fight or have her back.
here's what makes it funny is that you did that to Riri for what? Riri didn't do nothing to you. Riri never spoke bad about you. But when we was in the house, you was the one asking Riri where she got all her fits from because you wanted it. Because you liked all her dance fits. Like, ooh, where you bought that from? You gotta show me, Riri. You gotta show me, Riri. But you liked her then, right? When it came to the fits and when you needed the hookup.
I got two
Because let's
things to
talk
ask
about
you.
it. Jocelyn used to really ask her about that stuff. And then it's also like, what was the point? Like, I feel like the girls doing what they did, it was to prove to her, like, okay, like, we got your back. We're not gonna let nobody talk about you. But we didn't even speak on her. Like, she tried to lie, say, oh, yeah, all these girls are talking about me on social media. I was like, when did I speak on you on social media? When did I ever talk bad about you on social media? Then she tried to make it seem like people was talking about her kids. And Amber looked at her and said, what did I say? I never spoke on your kids. Tell me what I said. And she couldn't say what she said. I was like, this shows me that you're doing this so it could make it look like you're not the bad guy and it could justify what y'all was planning to do.
She
But
said the
nobody
same
ever
thing.
spoke on her
Absolutely.
kids.
She did the same thing
Absolutely.
last season at the reunion with Big Lex and them when she was arguing back and forth with them. Sapphire was like, "Why are you so cold hearted to people?" As in from Lucky all the way down to Natural who have been there for her. She said, y'all bitches was never there for me. Last time I checked, Sapphire and Lucky made you breakfast in bed. Big Les kept running up on people for you. Miss Natural was just minding her business, and she was like in one of her confessions, she's everything I need from head to toe. Lexi Blow
Mm-hmm.
was being Lexi Blow, so it's like, how are you gonna say that they weren't there for you? And and I also want to ask you this because speaking, it's just like the derogatory thing with the word nigga. How did you feel when Jocelyn looked at Riri and said, "Say yes before I pop your white ass"? Did you think that I was like, okay, you didn't have to say that?
I felt like what the fuck that came from? Like why she just came for her for no reason.
That's how I felt.
I think it's
It
also
was
the communication
unnecessary.
That was
barrier
really
too.
cringy. It was just like, what did she
How was
do?
she? We're both Spanish, right? We're both Puerto Rican. How would you
Hmm.
feel she would have been like, yo, you hear me? You go your bean ass? Like you hear me?
My. I think it's
Or
Jocelyn
you
that
sick? You
English
feel
is her
me?
second
Like
language. I think it was just the communication, the ish, barrier, the language barrier. She's still learning English. I think that's what it is. I don't think that Jocelyn is racist or anything. I think that she
Yeah, I
likes
don't think
white
she's
girls.
I
racist.
I
don't
think
think
the
she
reason that she was
is. I
I
don't
being
don't
think
think
she
she's
biased
is.
with the
It's
racist.
white
just that
girls is because the
you gotta
cabaret
be
is in
careful what you
Vegas,
say.
and white girls are a hot commodity in Vegas. So she was like, girl, out of all these girls, them two white bitches is gonna be in my cabaret. So I think that's why she kept on picking them each time for the cabaret. Um,
Mm.
so we were talking about the
Not
fight,
really, cause she
okay?
was getting tight when she was picking girls. She was like, "Oh, y'all getting me tight. Y'all making me picking all these yellow looking girls."
Oh, my.
Mm. That wasn't on
My,
camera
my.
though, right?
I
We
heard
don't
that the
really know
reason that
that
she
though, right?
attacked Riri was because apparently Jocelyn, because they did a live, they've been going live, Riri and Lexi Blow with a couple other males. They said
Mm-hmm.
that Riri was working with Jocelyn's makeup artist, the one that was in the episode
Lowe's.
where they
I was
pushed.
gonna bring that up too. I was gonna bring that up, honey. I was gonna bring that up. I think that's part of the reason too, jealousy, because she's
Ooh.
been working with Lowe's. Lowe's has been styling her, doing her makeup, everything, and he's been doing an awesome job. He's really good. Shout out to him because he be hooking me up.
Ooh.
But
My.
anyways, yes, he was doing it for Jocelyn as well, but he is a Zeus makeup artist. He wasn't specifically
Right,
just her makeup artist.
right.
So it's not like you hire him or have him do your shit outside of the fucking network. So it's like, why are you mad about him working with other clientele? Like, why are you not letting him make his money? Why you care who's using him? Why is this bothering you so much? You would mad because he styled Riri better than he styled you?
Ooh. My.
Let me
So
ask
Because
you
if
this
you
real
Riri.
see
quick.
Riri's looks for the reunion, she looked fire and he hooked her up. He did everything for her.
Let me ask you something real quick. I'm gonna go back to, and then we're gonna go back to reunion. I forgot to bring this up to you. When they were arguing, the makeup artist and Amber, and then when Jocelyn had pushed Amber, what was going through your mind when she did that? And then how did you feel about the whole situation with her throwing apples at Chanel and the makeup artist? Did you think Amber was lying, or did you think that the makeup artist was lying, or did you think it was just made up just to really attack Chanel, but Amber just kind of just was in the situation as well to make it look
It
like she wasn't
wasn't
picking and choosing?
everything really happened was real. I didn't see when Jocelyn pushed her because where I was sitting, Kate Capri was right in front of me. So like the way the couches were set up, I had to do this to see, and I couldn't really see. So I didn't see when she pushed her. I did see when she threw the apples. I did feel like, damn, why the fuck she throwing her apples? I did feel bad when she threw her the apples, but you know, I'm on my business. But the whole shit with Amber and Los, it was they both it happened. It's just it was a miscommunication with the stories and how everything was played out, and it was a lot of he said she said shit, so everything got mixed up. So when they spoke about it and shit, it was better. It was just a whole big confusion. That's why when they was like in the scene, like, ask Henny, didn't you say this down the third? And I was just like, whoa, hold on. And then I had to fix it, and I'm like, no, I wasn't there when you guys had that conversation, but I was with her after the fact, and we was outside smoking. So it was like it was a whole just misunderstanding. And then what made it worse was Chanel going to call him because she called him to tell him what was going on about the conversation that Amber was having with Jocelyn. That's where she fucked up.
I wouldn't have called. I
That's where
wouldn't
she
have.
fucked up because she sees it
Mm.
as why you in my shit calling other people to tell them about conversations that I'm having in front of you.
Period.
So I
I would have
get
been the
why she
same
was
way.
tight.
Yeah, I
I
would have
get
been
why she
tight
was
too.
tight, but the throwing the apples, I don't think it was necessary. If you wanted to do something to her, then you should have physically tried to put your hands on her side. There was no point of you throwing her apples. I could take a lot of shit with her talking to us the way she talks to us. I could deal with that. But if she would have physically do something at me, nah, I wouldn't be able to deal with that.
I think of all the girls, she should have pulled Chanel to the side, especially since she has a history with
I was
Chanel. She
thinking
was
that,
on last
yeah.
season,
As a,
and
not even
she
that, as
also
a grown
won.
ass woman, you're 35, not fucking
Yeah,
16.
period.
As a
That is
grown ass
true.
woman, you should have pulled to the side and asked her, yo, I heard this on the third. And then if you wanted to bring it into a scene, then you could have did that if you wanted to. But you should have spoke to her first privately. Especially
Period.
Right.
because she's your what? What was she? Her fucking bottom bitch or whatever? Or captain, whatever they fucking shit they want to
Girl,
call it.
cabaret captain. That's what she was for a second. So let's get back to this reunion. Okay, we left off with Riri clutching your hair, okay, and getting jumped. Okay, let's talk about Mortal Kombat, the reunion. Jocelyn called it Mortal Kombat. I heard you refer to it as Mortal Kombat. I hear everybody is calling it Mortal Kombat.
Because that's what she's calling it.
What happened after Riri got jumped on?
Was y'all trying to get to them? Like,
So we was yeah, because when I peeped it, we were all trying to like, to help her. The first one that was able to get to her was Kate Capri. So when Kate Capri was able to
right,
get to her, she was trying to
girl.
help her get up. As she was trying to help her to get up, that's when Jocelyn Snake Time kicked her in the back. When she kicked her in the back, that's when Kate Capri went over her and she spit at her. She was like,
She
Did
spit
she
at
try
bitch,
to
she
punch
couldn't
Jocelyn?
get
her?
because she couldn't because security got in the way, she couldn't get to her. She spit at her.
Wait. K Capri spit at Jocelyn. Wow.
Mm.
It's up
She
and
spit
it's
at her.
stuck.
And
And
then,
all this,
Riri went to the back. She changed into another outfit. She came back looking even 10 times better than the first look. So when she came out, okay, you know, she came out, she was like, yes, Riri, you look good. And she sat there and she looked at Jocelyn and she was like, that's why she mad. She goes, I dare you to kick her now. Kick her. I dare you. And I was like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Was Riri fighting back at least? Was she trying to get like a hit in?
She really
Or was it
couldn't.
like,
Like, how could she? They just grabbed her from out of nowhere off the couch and like, you know, it was like 3 or 4 of them on one girl.
Mm.
okay.
Yeah, they like to
So
do.
Sorry, I hear the sirens. That's New York for you.
Okay.
so when another thing I want to ask you from the start of the door, was it the beginning of it, y'all was filmed walking in, so they're gonna show all that, right? Like y'all with the camera was on y'all because they always film
Yeah,
everybody from
because
the
we had
door.
on different. We had on different outfits before we changed into our dresses. I might have didn't get to take no pictures, so whatever. But yeah, they did film us coming in, like we all came in separate at different times. So I
Because
walked
they
in with Amber.
because they said that K Capri just ran after Lollipop right at the bat when she got on the stage and they started fighting, and that's how it all started.
Yeah, because they got up, because they both got up when they both got up to fight. The two best friends got up, like if they were gonna jump in. That's why Amber got up, and that's why I got up right after. Cause we was like, we not doing this jumping shit.
So K
Hell no, we
Capri
wasn't gonna let
spits
nobody jump
on
nobody.
Jocelyn, and then what happens? What does Jocelyn do when K Capri spits at her or spits on her?
After she spits on her, like we all left to the back, to be honest, after that. And then we came back onto the stage. So it was like it was just
So
fight
where
after fight
where was
after fight.
Ballistic? If he seen K Capri spit at his wife, did he try to charge at her? Where was he at during all this? He
What
was
did
not on
I
the
think he
Jocelyn
was
stage.
just
do?
sitting. He was on stage, but he was sitting majority of the time. It
So
wasn't
he just
until it got a
allowed.
little worse. Yeah, it wasn't until it got a little worse when, you know, Amber hit Jocelyn. Jocelyn foot on the floor. That's when he got involved.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
did that start? How did that start from the beginning of that situation?
Because after that, Jocelyn,
Hold
What'd you
on.
say, King?
I think you like skipping stuff. You're skipping stuff. We still on the spit hitting Jocelyn in the face. What
I
did
wasn't
Jocelyn do when the
there.
loogie hit her in the face? What was Jocelyn doing? So they broke everything up after Jocelyn got hit with a loop. K Capri spit a loogie in Jocelyn's face, and then they broke everything up. You guys partied, and then they had brought you guys back out.
What did Jocelyn do when she spit
yeah.
at her?
So it wasn't like they told us we had to leave. We was just on our own. We were just kept going to the back. We were just like, it was just kept being crazy. Security was grabbing us, like, and mind you, I'm small. So when security was grabbing me, I'm like, y'all don't gotta grab me that hard. Like, I ain't going nowhere. Y'all stronger than me. Like, y'all ain't gotta hold me that hard. But after she spit on her, like, she took Vivi to the back, and that's when Vivi went to go change and get better and shit like that.
Who took Riri to the
But
back?
okay, like after she
Okay,
helped her get up
Capri
and
and
shit,
Riri
like
went to the back.
yeah.
Okay, and
Hmm.
then so
So
when
how
did you
did you?
guys come back onto the stage?
That what?
When did you guys come back onto the stage?
Like a couple of seconds, minutes after we did, like they were like, okay, okay, and then we would be like, okay, everybody's good, everybody's good. Can y'all do this? Yes. We would go sit back down. 2 seconds later, again, do 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 do. Like it just didn't last. Like not
So what
no
was the next
conversation
fight that
happened.
happened after that? So you guys saw,
It
sat
was the
back
same
down.
thing. It was the same thing. Them just kept trying to jump, and all of us jumping in. Every time Amber got up, I got up right after.
What did K Capri do? Did she
Because
go
every
after
time Amber
Diamond?
got up and she was gonna fight somebody, they all kept trying to jump in.
So did K Capri
Mm.
snatch one of them up in like that little
So
scuffle?
at a point, Raven came up like she was gonna hit me, and when I went to go swing at her, K Capri was aggravated at that point. She grabbed me from the back. She said, "Henny, move!" She moved me and she choked her. She grabbed her, and I was like, "Kay." She was like, "Oh no, I'm tired of this shit," and she just
How
grabbed
long
the
did that
shit.
happen? Did she like do a death choke on her and just kept her until security got her? Did she like just
Yeah, nah,
did that
she
choke
gripped
like?
her, and when she was choking her, she ended up letting her go because Diamond went and swung at her to hit her so that she could let Raven go. So she just let
So
her
did
go
you
after
swing
that.
at Diamond? Did you swing at Diamond when she went to swing at K Capri? Did you try to get
I
her?
wasn't there. I wasn't there for that. After that happened, they moved me
Did Amber try to get
because
Diamond?
security was on it, more on us than them.
So
That's
the
what
Mm.
security
blew
was doing their
mine.
job.
Yes,
No, she's saying that security was on them than
I
they
feel
were
like they
on
was on
Raven and
more
them.
on us than they was on them, and they need to be on them. But at the same time, I get it. They probably told them that, so they were just doing their job. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you more on us, but they the ones being the ones attacking. Like it just made no sense. It really
Yeah, that's
didn't.
definitely not
It was.
right.
It felt
So the
like
security was
premeditated
sort of
setup.
holding you guys down while they kind of punched on you.
letting
To the
y'all
point
get.
where like there was this one security guard that at a point I looked at him, I said, "Yo, I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm calm right now. Can you just please let me go?" And he just let me go, and I was calmly like, and then I had to like walk like I was calm so he could let me go. And then after that, I was like, "Nah," like and then he caught
That's
me
what
again.
I
I was
would
like,
do.
"Nah."
That's what I would do. You smart for that. You smart for that, because that's what I would do. I hope I
Right.
see that, because that's the
Yeah.
you the first person to do that if I see that, because everybody else just don't think strategically sometimes, especially when you already hold off. They just got to get to you, and I get the
Yeah, because if you
aggravation,
keep
but I
going,
would have been like,
get me,
nope.
they're gonna hold you more. You gotta act calm, be like, "Nah, I'm good. I promise." Like, I'm good. Like, you think I'm not dumb? I watch too much
Period.
reality
Boo.
TV. Like, I do.
Hmm.
Like, you feel me? But other than that, like, it was crazy when if they do air it and if they air it the right way, y'all gonna see everything. A part of us feels like they're gonna try to play us and make us look crazy, but at the end of the day, we know what happened. So
So it seems sort of like all hell was breaking loose. There was moments of peace, but it was very brief. And in that, Amber kept getting up and down. When Amber would get up, the other girls would be on alert because they're all scared of Amber. So when she would
that's
stand
why I
up,
said it.
they would
Like,
all jump up like, "Girl,
yeah,
if you
it's
don't fight
because y'all
one
knew
of
y'all
us, you're
couldn't
gonna
beat
fight all of."
Amber.
Yeah, they couldn't
It's
beat
because they knew they
Amber,
couldn't
so
beat Amber.
they were gonna force
Because look
Amber
at
to
what
fight
she did
all
to
of them.
Diamond. Look what she did
Hmm.
to Diamond. So of course when she gonna fight Diamond, her best friend gonna get up. And what she thought I wasn't gonna jump in.
And K Capri got
Period.
up too when y'all got up, right?
We all it was like 3 against 4 because Jocelyn
Who
was the fourth one if you want to be
who was
technical.
security really getting at, like holding back the most? Like that's the girl we got to get first. Was it K Capri because of her size, or was it Amber?
I think they were right by Amber the whole time.
I
I think
think
they was
it
by
was
K
I
Capri.
think I
I
think
think
it
it was
was
by K Capri.
both. I think it was both, but it was a little bit more on K just because she is bigger and they wanted to make sure like. That's what it was like. That's why Kay was telling. She was like, Jocelyn, don't try that with me. How you put your hands on them, but you don't put your hands on me. And it's true.
So you was
Why you
kind of
didn't try
like
with her?
the
Because she's 6'3"? Because she's 6'3", you didn't try her? Because I'm 5 feet.
Oh, okay. You pretty
I'm
mm,
short.
5 feet. Exactly. Jocelyn 5'10".
Oh, wow.
I'm
So in
six
But
all
you
of
two,
this
tried
so
me.
commotion, the up and down, all the fights and all of that, Amber was looking for the opportunity to sneak Jocelyn. So when the opportunity presented itself, she sneaked
Did it.
Jocelyn and she
Yeah.
fell to the floor and she hopped on top of Jocelyn, kind of how she hopped on top of Black Diamond on the episode, and face shot, face shot,
Hmm.
face shot, face shot, and then
She was
ballistic.
hype. You know what that is? Boom. Bitch, you knocked to the ground. Either you was that coked up or you a weak ass bitch.
Ooh.
what happened from your point of view? Like what happened? Did she fight Diamond? Did K Capri get up a fight again and Diamond jumped in and Amber caught her and Jocelyn hit her? Like what happened from your point of view from that situation from beginning to
So
end?
it was a lot of commotion. So I feel like she was probably fight. Because I didn't really see when she hit Jocelyn. But what I'm thinking what happened is it had to be that she was fighting with Diamond or something. She was probably going at it with Jocelyn because at a point she started going head to head with Jocelyn a few times. Jocelyn was coming for her, like if Jocelyn was looking to fight her type shit. So security was on Jocelyn because they didn't want nobody to touch Jocelyn. So she was able to catch her at that point. I would have took advantage too if I could. She took advantage to that point and she hit her. As soon as she hit her, because she kept involving herself in the shit, as soon as she hit her, she fell to the ground. As soon as she fell to the ground and all that shit happened, that's when Ballistic got involved. And he did what he did to Amber,
What did he
which was
do?
still like he choked Amber, he punched Amber. I think she got hit in her ribs, like somebody kicked in her ribs. I think it was Jocelyn or somebody. I didn't even see that it happened. The funny shit was that like I'm looking at the floor and I see somebody going like at it, and when I look, it's him and Amber, and I'm like, you hitting a whole female?
Mm, mm, mm.
What did security
Like
do?
they try to like break it apart,
I heard they beat his ass
but
in the
it
corner.
didn't.
Did they rough him up?
I wouldn't know.
Is Ballistic a part of the
I
show?
wouldn't
Is he
know.
getting a check? Did he sign a contract?
Him and Jocelyn are executive producers, so when they say, "Oh, y'all can't sue this on the third," hello, you're not part of the cast. You're an executive producer putting your hands on a castmate.
Oh,
How is he executive producer? He don't even be shown like that.
He's
He's just the
executive
music. He's just
producer.
how his name ain't up in the thing only for
For
like the
this
producer of
season,
like.
if you look at it, when they playing like where they show the names when you know they're playing the song. If you look, it shows it. He's the executive producer.
Oh, but that's
Why you
bad
just giving
business.
out
That's like
titles to
going to
every
work
damn
and your boss.
body?
That's like your boss
He's the
putting their
executive
hands
producer
on
to
you.
the show.
I mean, I don't feel like they. I mean,
Basically,
he does produce a little bit. He produces.
Yeah,
He
like a
co-produces with
producer. Yeah, like
Jocelyn.
producer. That. But I'm
he does
thinking
her
executive
music. I guess
producer
that's why,
like,
because he does the music on the show. I'm assuming
Well,
that's probably
on
why,
the
because he
show,
does
you
her
see
music.
him and Jocelyn consult each other a lot about, the direction of the cabaret and the direction of her
Yeah.
music and things. So he does produce things with Jocelyn. He's sort of like her second opinion on things. So it
I
makes
actually
sense.
thought he was a cool and nice dude. Like there was times in the kitchen where I needed help with the stove and he was helping me and he was really nice and stuff. So when I saw that side of him, it was just like I didn't think he was like that. And after that, it just disgusted me. After that, I was like, wow, if that's how you really are, then
So if
wow.
you were in a relationship, Henny, and you were getting jumped by a bunch of girls, and you would want your man to stand by and watch you get jumped?
Here's the difference though. She wasn't getting jumped. Who was jumping her?
I thought you said that Amber and all the girls was jumping.
Nobody jumped Jocelyn. That's the point.
Oh,
Just
they
because
didn't
she
jump
hit
for
her
her.
doesn't mean we was jumping her. She hit her
but
one on one.
but wasn't she
If
already
if
fighting
your
other
wife,
girls?
listen, if your wife thought she was big and bad and bold enough to talk that shit, then she's big and bad and bold enough to fight the fair one with Amber. Just because Amber hit her doesn't mean shit. She wasn't getting jumped. I get what you're trying to say. If she was getting jumped by all of us and we was all on her, fine. I understand what you're saying. But she wasn't getting jumped. If it's me and I'm in a relationship and I'm fighting with a female, I'm gonna look at my man. I'm gonna be like, you better let me shoot the fair one with this girl. Now, there's a difference. If he see me getting jumped by a whole bunch of females, obviously I expect him to help me out. But if I'm shooting the one on, let me fight this bitch the one on the same way I'm gonna let him fight the one on with a guy.
So it's 1-on-1.
Nobody was jumping her. All Amber did was hit her. I wasn't involved in that. Kay wasn't involved in that.
Yeah, because I could
Nobody
y'all was
jumped her.
security was protecting her anyway, so they
Nobody
wasn't
Do
even
you
gonna
jumped
let y'all
her.
do
get.
you think it would have
Nobody
been the
was even
same?
trying to touch her. We was too busy trying to fight the other bitches. She was involving herself. When
Do you
I
think
told
that it
you
would
when
have been the
when
same
I hit Raven,
outcome?
she hit me for no reason. I wasn't coming for her.
Do you think it would have been the same outcome if Jocelyn allowed, if Amber allowed Jocelyn to square up with her? Because when Jocelyn confronted her on the show, it seemed like she didn't want no smoke with Jocelyn.
Because we were still on the show, she's part of the cabaret. So in her head, she's like, I'm not gonna disrespect Jocelyn. But at this point, it's like the show's over. Fuck that. You overdoing it. You coming for her. She was on 100. Jocelyn was on 100. Jocelyn
Were you
was on
guys paid
100.
to be on the show?
Yeah.
Okay, I know that's right.
Do you guys have
Good.
a contract? Do you guys have a contract, or does it state in your contract that y'all are not allowed to touch or disrespect Jocelyn, but it can happen to y'all? Because a
We
lot of
had a
people think
contract, but
that.
never in that contract did it say we could not put hands on her.
Mm.
Hmm.
Because
But I
if
mean,
that's the
it just
case, if we can't put hands on her, then why is she allowed to put hands on us?
that makes no sense. Especially with her being the executive producer. That's like your boss, attacking you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
that's not right.
Right. And for what? For what?
Whenever the fights were breaking out, Jocelyn should have exited the stage and came back out when everything was calm. Like she shouldn't have been there for
Right.
any of the fights.
But you know why she didn't do that? Because she plotted this. She told them to do this. That's
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
why. She even came in boots.
Mm. My.
Did Jordan have on anything?
Like when Amber beat up Black
What?
Diamond, Jocelyn literally stood there and watched, and she kept on telling everybody, "Don't say nothing to me. Don't talk to me. Don't speak to me." She said what she said. She said that's what Jocelyn kept saying. Jocelyn kept saying she said what she said. Don't talk to me. And
And that's why she did what
She
she
did
Raven
did.
tell
kept
her
on
say it
saying,
one more time, and she did.
"Yeah, she did."
Mm-hmm.
And Raven kept on saying, "Jocelyn, you just gonna let her get beat up like that?"
You gonna let her get her beat up like that? Fuck Jocelyn. What are you gonna do?
Ooh,
Right, because she
okay.
told you not to get in. Like, fuck that.
Mm-mm.
I would have gotten involved in 2 point. Like, you telling me if it was y'all, right? Let's say, because y'all cool, right? In real
Mm-hmm.
life,
Yeah.
right? I'm assuming because
Mm-hmm.
y'all together, working together. If you on a show and y'all together, and you see one of y'all getting in there and y'all getting beat up like that bad, and the dude just tells you don't get involved, you're not gonna get involved.
Oh,
You're
I'm
not gonna help your
absolutely gonna
friend.
get involved. I'm gonna break it up
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I break it up. I give
For
people
sure.
fair one-ons, but when if it get too bad, I'm gonna break it up. But if somebody
Yeah,
swing at me,
like
if I hit you back,
Now, if you
because I
hit
know
me
a lot
while
of
I'm breaking it
exactly.
up, then it's on. Okay, now you
right.
jumping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you fucked around and hit the wrong bitch. Yes, she did.
That part.
Period.
That part.
So
What
what
was I gonna
happened after that? Did they have to shut
After
down
the
production? Did
ballistics
y'all
thing,
come back
yeah,
out?
after
Yeah.
that, like we went upstairs and shit, and we stopped after that.
How
It
did the
was like
Now
fight
the day
where
break
after
up?
that.
Did security break it up with Ballistic and Amber?
Yeah, yeah. They tried to break it up,
Was
but
it
I
hard for
just
them to calm
remember.
Ballistic down?
I honestly I didn't
they
see
said
after
they
that
beat
because
him up in the
as
corner.
soon as I don't know about that. As soon as I saw them pick up my friend and she went to the room, I went right after her. I didn't
Now,
stay.
Mimi Faust's ex-girlfriend from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was there. I think she was on the show with Jocelyn. She said she was there, and she says that all of you guys are lying. And when the show comes out, there's going to be a bunch of people lining up to apologize to Jocelyn because you guys are trying to make her look like a quote unquote animal, and she didn't do the things that you guys are saying that she did.
Where do you see that at?
Oh,
Who
I
said
did my
that?
She
research,
did post
honey.
that. I saw it. She posted. I saw it on Instagram.
And who said
Mhm.
And
this?
Mimi
this was
Faust's
Melissa.
ex-girlfriend, Melissa. Mm-hmm.
That she's really close to Jocelyn.
Mm-hmm.
Why is
I don't
she
know if you remember
involved?
her. She was on Love and Hip Hop. She was there, but she wasn't to the point where she saw it, which is why K Capri wrote what she wrote. If you saw on Instagram and I posted it on my story, K Capri made a statement about that because she didn't like what Melissa said because K was like, I was there. I'm 6'3". I saw everything, and you was not there to see what actually went down. You were there, but you wasn't there. If that makes any sense. Like just because I'm right here and you over there doesn't mean I can see what's going on, especially if there's a group of people. So
Period.
honestly, I feel like that was just trying to help out her friend because at the end of the day, that's her friend.
Because everybody was saying the
So
same thing. Like even Lexi Blow said the same thing, and Gaia said the same thing. Because they all was like, "How you gonna put your hands on a woman?" You know what I'm saying? Like
he
even Gaia
did
was on
though.
a
Why
YouTube
would we
about.
lie about that? Why all of a
I
sudden
said
it's
I
the
don't
same
think they lying
story?
about that. I don't think they gonna lie about that because
This
everybody
girl
who even
was
wasn't involved
traumatized,
had the same story.
crying. She was stuck because she couldn't believe that he did that. I had to watch her cry, traumatized,
Ooh.
complaining that her rib was hurting.
Now let me ask you
Her
this:
yelling at production to give her phone to call her mom, and they wasn't trying to give her phone.
Why
Did you go
not?
visit her in the hospital?
She had to fight to get her phone.
Let me
She
ask you
kept
this:
having to yell, "Give me my fucking phone! Give me my fucking phone!"
Where was Lamar and Janisha when all this was going down? How did they feel? Did you see them like try to get involved? And be like, all right, we're not having this. I'm not feeling this. Like, what
He
was
was
production
pissed.
doing?
He was pissed. He was pissed.
Did
He,
he
of course,
say
he didn't
something?
want any of that to go, huh?
Did he say something to Ballistic and Jocelyn like y'all shouldn't have did that, or you was wrong for putting your hands on a woman? Did he intervene
Not
like
that I
that?
know of. Not that I know of. If
Was
he did, I
ballistic
wasn't around for it.
was ballistic still tripping after security broke them up? Did it take a long time for him to calm down? Did they immediately escort him out? What happened to
Probably he's
ballistic?
finished.
I'm telling y'all, after that happened, I followed my friend. I didn't see what happened with him after that.
Oh, so you
I'm
went
on
with
the sure
Amber?
he was bugging. Yeah, I followed her right after. I'm on the sure he was bugging out after that. But as soon as she went upstairs to the dressing room, I followed her right after. Because after I saw that happen, I was like, all right, they really wilding. Like, I need to get the fuck out. I'm not doing this shit. This is not what I came for. Because I'd be damned if any man tried to put his hands on me.
Now,
Now,
did
where was
I
Lexi
was
Amber
gone right
call
Blow?
after
the
that.
police when she got her phone, or did she wait and call the police? Did the ambulance come pick her up, or how did she get to the hospital?
The ambulance came and they took her and she called the cops and she made her police report. Because at
Ooh.
that point, it was like she looked at production like they were trying to obviously get her to not do it. And she was like, "You crazy? He's a whole man. He put his hands on me and he fought me like a dude.
Mm.
There's no way. There's no way." So she had no, like, she wasn't wrong.
And when the
She
Where
police
was
wasn't
got
wrong. I
there,
Lexi?
would
where
have did
was
the same thing.
Jocelyn? Where was Jocelyn when
Where?
the police got there?
I think they dipped right after because they
Oh,
knew it was clipped after that.
What
So
you
they
gonna
dipped
do
right
when they
after.
come for
Of
you?
course, you know they was gonna dip in 2.5 seconds. You know they was like, and get out
okay.
of here.
What you
Jocelyn was like,
gonna
get
do
my
I
shit,
when they
wouldn't,
get my
come for
shit.
you?
I wouldn't be surprised if they took a flight the same day. I wouldn't be surprised because that's what I would have did. If I was dumb, I would have been like, I'm out, book a flight, we leaving early, let's go. Drive us straight to the airport, fuck my shit. Like, you know? So I'm more than sure they did
Now,
right
on
after.
one of the lives that I've seen, Amber said that Lexi Blow got slapped, and Lexi Blow went on live and was stating that Jocelyn was in her face and all this. Where was Lexi Blow's position in all this, and what happened between her and Jocelyn?
When we first started going at it, at a point where we was going at it with the girls and security had me, I did take a
Hmm.
look at where Lexi was and she was sitting down. And I did see Jocelyn over her and her face talking shit, and Lexi just stood there and was like, like she was talking her shit back. Like she didn't stay there. She didn't stay there and sit there and was just like this while Jocelyn was talking shit. No, she was talking her
Ooh.
shit back. She was like, but instead of her standing up, she's still sitting down. She was like, and she kept talking shit back. Because at that point, it's like, I'm gonna stay sitting down. What I'm gonna get up for? If you was gonna do something, you would have been there. Instead of you sitting over me and just keep talking shit when you could have just snuck hit me right here while I'm sitting down.
She said that?
But you didn't. No, I'm saying it from my point of view. What I saw, I would be thinking like that.
So where was Gaia and Wet Wet in all of this? Where were they? Because they were just in the middle,
So
and Jordan.
since we were the loser team, on the winning side was where Wet Wet was sitting. She had Wet Wet sitting with them. And Jordan was with them too. But Jordan it didn't involve herself in it.
Good.
I'm more than sure they were pissed off that she didn't. But she didn't. Because she's not like that. She's not the type to involve herself in shit that has nothing to do with her. And she's not a bully. And she's not a follower. She's her
Who
own
didn't
person.
show up?
So just Chanel.
Why she didn't show up? She was scared.
Probably.
I don't blame her for showing up. They
I'm gonna
probably
be
would have jumped on her
honest.
first.
I was about to say that. To be honest, it's a
I
good
wouldn't
thing
have
she
showed
didn't
up
come
either
because
if I
they
was
probably
her.
would have violated her. They would have violated her if she would have came, and it would have been hard for us because I would have felt bad, and then I would have been like stuck in between. Like, do I help this girl? Do I not help this girl? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I would have been stuck.
She was in LA. She was posting
But
a
I'm
lot
not gonna
that day.
lie. I'm not gonna lie, the way I am, like in my heart, because I'm generally like a good person. If they would have violated her that bad, I probably would have ended up feeling bad and getting involved.
Yeah, because it's like enough is
But
enough. Like you did what you did on the show, y'all, and now it's like four of y'all coming at her. Y'all know she ain't gonna do nothing unless I feel like if they were to touch Chanel, like how she fought Yummy last season, Chanel would have reacted. So Chanel's probably one
she
of
would
them
have fought
people that's
back.
like Chanel's probably one of the people like you ain't putting your hands on me, so what's the point? My eyes is on the money and whatever I gotta do.
Unless you put
I'm
my
not
yeah,
dancing for
unless you
these
hit me, then
cameras.
I'm not hitting you. Right. I think that is her mindset. But at the same time, it's not good to be like that either, because then that's why people try to walk all over you. Because why did Jocelyn throw the apples? Because she thinks she's a pushover and she could just do whatever to her.
Mm-hmm.
She
But I
would
Why
do
is she
that.
mad about K Capri and Amber? Because they have mouths on them, they're not gonna stay shut from her. They're not gonna take her bullshit. And that's what she don't like.
During the season, Jocelyn was saying that her disappointment with Chanel is because she won last season. She got all of that money, and she should be looking like a boss on the show, like a bad bitch, and everything. That Chanel had on looked cheap. Chanel was looking, she won last season, but she looked cheap.
Did she
Like
even get it?
her
Like did she
outfits was
even
like rainbow, Walmart. She looked cheap, and
It was giving
Jocelyn
you
was like,
rainbow Walmart.
she's supposed to
I'm
be,
dead.
she's supposed to be coming like out like she run the girls. Jocelyn wanted her to have like,
Honestly, I feel like with the 10 grand she won and her being the winner, she should have came to this season a little more like
she looks
like
good. She
that.
got
I'm
her
did she
that
moves
actually
bitch.
together.
did she actually get the 10 grand? Did she even talk about that at all? She got it?
Yeah, she said she used it to get an apartment, a car, and whatever the case may
I
be.
know that's right.
So
Period.
she probably
Shit.
So
I don't blame her for that. She
She
probably
said
she
I
focused
had
on
no
her
money to spend on no
priorities.
clothes, bitch. I had to get my life together, girl.
she said it. She said it. She said she used that she used some to get her apartment and to buy her car. I was like,
Ain't nothing
okay.
wrong with that. As she
Ain't nothing
should.
wrong with that. The
As
hell?
she
What
should.
people was expecting her to use it on a BBL? No, if
Versace,
you need a car and an
Gucci.
apartment, it's
She
priorities,
worked
honey.
out. She worked out. She looks good.
Priorities.
She looks good because last season Jocelyn was
That's what I'm
body shaming
saying.
her because she
I
had a little
listen.
belly.
If anybody on this show still live with their mama, like don't be hyped because you like I got Gucci and shit. You still live with your mama.
Ooh.
Get out your house
No,
first.
never mind.
Priorities, honey. Priorities. Priorities.
And I like
Hmm.
Chanel. I just and I thought, when I seen her come back for season 3, I thought that, she was gonna do so good. Like I just like, oh, I can't wait to see, her in the cabaret, and then, she never made it. And I was like, damn.
I don't even feel like she should have fought for her spot. I feel like because she won, she should have automatically had it.
But
I
I
feel
feel
like
like,
I
that
think that was
too.
corny.
I think the
I feel like that
reason
was
that she
corny.
lost her, she did have it in Jocelyn's
No,
mind at the
because
beginning. I
when
feel like she had it. She couldn't control you girls. She was being a pussy. She needed more
no, because
attitude.
because even when we first danced, she said we were all gonna be competing. We were like, that was in the very beginning. For that first performance, like she should just because she won season 2 and she made it and she got the opportunity to come back to Vegas, Vegas, she should have had her spot already. She shouldn't have had to compete for it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like she should have had. Her and Lexi Blow shouldn't have had to. Even though Lexi made it
Absolutely.
regardless, but I feel like because they returned and you brought them back for a reason, because they made it into the cabaret already in season 2, they should have been automatically a part of it.
And with that
And
being
she
said,
danced.
you girls should have put some more respect on their name. You know, you guys were being very standoffish towards Lexi
I
and
wasn't,
Chanel. Not
and she could
you,
tell you. I know I
not
wasn't,
you.
because
You
even
was pretty
people when
cool
they
to
were saying it,
everyone.
they was like, oh, at the photo shoot she was being very stankish, and I was like, really? Because when I got there, she spoke to me. I said maybe it's because I made conversation. We both Libras, so it was like,
You could tell that
you
you were there
know,
for all the good vibes, because even when Wet was
yeah. I'm
turning
not
up in the
hating ass
van, you
bitch.
was turning up with her. You was like, yeah, girl, period. London, Paris, yeah, where we going? Period. Where we going? What we doing? Like, you was turning up too. So whenever people were being negative, you kind of see you exit stage left, like, girl, I'm not here for this.
I
I'm
was
not
like,
here for this.
I'm like, that's not my drama. Unless you coming for me, then I'll be like, what's up? But if you're not saying nothing to me, I don't got
Absolutely.
nothing to say. Like, period.
So what
I'm
happened
good.
after all that had happened? Did you like go back to the first of all, how long was y'all filming? Was y'all filming from like in the morning all the way to like the middle of the night, or y'all you
Well,
filmed
me and
for a
Amber
long
got
time?
there a little late, so we got there like around 3, but we wasn't even filming like the reunion, because we film obviously scenes in the dressing room like they do, but after that we didn't really start filming till like almost 1 in the morning.
Are you kidding me? So y'all was that rowdy 1 o'clock? What the?
Yep, I
I
didn't
would
get
have
back to the
left.
hotel till about 5ish, 4 something in the morning, because after we left and everything was shut down, I went with me and Lexi Blow went to the hospital to drop off the rental, because Amber had a rental. So we dropped it off to her at the hospital. At that hospital, you couldn't see the patient unless you were vaccinated. So they let only me through, but then they still didn't let me see her. So I just dropped off her stuff to her, and then I took an Uber back to the hotel.
Okay.
And I
And how
just
was
was just
it?
like, I didn't even sleep after that, to be honest. I was up from the
What kind of
moment
hotels did
I
they
got
have y'all
there.
in?
For this one, for the reunion, they had us in a nice hotel. Um, it was pretty expensive. Even the fucking accidental fees was like too much. But the hotel was pretty nice. They had us in separate hotels purposely. Like we was at, I think it was called Lowe's or some shit like that in LA. It was on Hollywood Boulevard. So we was close to like the strip and shit with the stars. And then some of the other girls stood at the Roosevelt, the hotel that Marilyn Monroe died in.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know
I
that's
went there
right.
for a little bit too, because Los did my makeup for the reunion, so he was staying there, so I was able to go and see that hotel. I was like, oh, it's nice.
I
But they
know
had
that's
it set
right.
up good.
So
They
how did
did
you
have it
feel the
set up good
day?
this time.
How did you feel the day after or the morning after? Where like were you like aggravated? Was people hitting up your phone once Amber went live and it broke the news? Like was your phone blowing up? Like girl, what happened? Like
I'ma
did you
speak
beat
it
their
right
ass?
now. This one over here was one of the people, and I was getting so aggravated because I'm over here trying to rest and shit because all that shit happened. I'm like, y'all know there's a time difference from LA to New York.
Mm-hmm.
3 hour difference. So for them it's like 8 in the morning. For me it's like 5 in the morning, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up. So I'm just here like I told her that. So I'm just here like I have my family hitting me up because they trying to see if I'm okay because they see her live. So they automatically assuming what the fuck is wrong with Henny. Is Henny okay? So my phone was going ballistic. Ballistic. That's funny. That's funny. No point intended. But my phone was going, even my Instagram, I went from 7 to 15. Like my shit was just booming and booming and booming on my Instagram. And I couldn't understand why. When I saw she went live and I saw everything, I was like, oh damn. And that shit went
Speaking
viral
of your
too.
Speaking of your Instagram, something happened with your Instagram. What happened with your Instagram? It got deleted or something? Your
I
other
was just on
No,
her
so
Instagram?
Instagram.
I still have my Instagram. It's just I'm blocked from going live. So I made a backup to go on live on that one until they unblock me. So
Okay,
every
I'm
time I
getting
try to
ready.
go live, I'm blocked from going live. So
Okay.
My.
until
How did
when
you
once they take it out, I'll start going live on that page. But I had to make a backup just because of that.
So I put the
just so
link
How
I'm
did
able to
you?
go live.
Henny's Instagram in the comments. If anybody would like to follow Henny on
Which one did you
Instagram,
put?
the Okur
The main
Henny
one?
X.
Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure because people be confusing it with the new one I made. I said, no, that's just my backup. This is my main one, but they keep
Oh,
getting
okay.
confused. So I just wanted to make sure.
I don't think we should give your backup out there because what if they try to do some snake shit and take your page down? Then what? They ain't gonna be like, oh, let's see if she
But
got a
that's why I
backup
got my
page.
backup.
Period.
That's why I made the
So,
backup, and my backup's
mhm.
doing pretty good right now. So
So how did you feel when you seen the statement that Zeus put out? Like, what was going through your mind, and how did you feel about Jocelyn, what she said on Twitter?
So when Zeus put out their statement, I was a little surprised and a little aggravated because I was just like, okay, if y'all putting out a statement, clearly I know that there's a case here. Clearly I know that shit's about to hit the fan. So I was a little irked by it. And the statement, I feel like it was a little bit defending her. Like I get it, y'all trying to protect your network, but at the same time, I felt like defending. And then with Jocelyn saying all the shit she's saying on Twitter, you basically admitting to everything you do, and then you're gonna sit here and put out a statement and try to act like you're the opposite, talking about, and then you want to bring up about you being a mom. What does you being a mom have to do with your actions? How many times your kid got taken away?
Ooh, my.
Because she's a
My.
loving mother. What does that have to do with your actions? What does that have to do with your actions? Then you're gonna say about women empowerment, but all you did was bash us, talk
Yeah,
shit
I
about
was
us. Look at
confused.
the shit you said about Weber in your confessionals, and you're gonna sit here and say about women empowerment. Ooh,
Ooh, I think he'll be right back. Oh,
oh,
yeah,
I
it's
was
the
like, what
woman
happened?
empowerment for me. Do you feel like
I
um
was pissed.
but do you feel that you've gained something from this experience? Have you been empowered from going through the cabaret?
I gained a little more confidence, I could say,
Okay.
within myself because
I'm sorry,
you
my
would think
thing
that
cut
I'm
off for
like,
some
oh,
reason.
but I'm really not. Obviously, everybody always feels a way about themselves. So one thing I could say is it gave me a lot of confidence. It made me break out my shell a little more. It increased my my drinking. Like that's yeah. But other than that, it helped me out a lot too, and it made me see things a lot different and how to be around people and shit like that. It's just. But would I do it all over again? Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I would.
Do you think that you and Jocelyn will ever be friends in the future, or she's just somebody you don't want to know?
For right now, I don't care to know her because how can I respect someone who just touched me for no reason? What
Absolutely.
do I have to say to you? Like, I get it if we had like a conflict and we was going back and forth on social media. If I said some things about her, granted, then it would have been a two-way street. But this was a one-way street when it came to her. And it's just like, you will have to apologize to me, or I don't know, you got to do something for me to even like. But honestly, no, I'm good. Once you put your hands on me, it's like,
So what's next
there's
for
no coming
Henny?
back
What
from
can
it.
we expect to see from Henny? Or what do you do now? They didn't really tell us. Like last season, they told us about, what the girls were doing before they got on the show, like,
They did
occupation
ask
wise.
me. They did ask me, and then they was like, after, what do you do? And then I think it was was it on the, what's her name? The Now This podcast. I don't know if you
Uh-huh.
guys heard of it. On that one, she asked me too. And for right now, I have a couple of things I want to do that I'm planning on doing. I don't want to really speak on it because it's more than one thing.
Oh,
But one thing
I
I
know it's
could say that I'm thinking about doing, that I was talking to with my cousin today, is I want to try to do music.
Oh, you should
Okay.
definitely do it. I can see you doing music. Okay, you could be like the next J-Lo or something. Period. Yes,
Not J
girl.
Lo.
You definitely got the look. You definitely got the look. Now, can you
I got one
sing?
more
Yeah.
question.
Look, you sing. Who sing? Who up in here sing? Now, you, and you go that way. Just like you, and you out.
That
You
way.
sang. Who up in
I
here
got
sang?
I got one more question, and then I'm gonna get off the
Yeah.
reunion topic because I forgot to ask you this. How did you feel about Tommy and what she said in the post she was making, basically defending y'all and Sukiyana coming to y'all defense? And how did you feel about that when you seen that?
I was happy and I agreed with her. I even replied to her comment. And I was
Mm.
like, facts, because she ain't shit. I agree with Tommy. Why you don't have that energy with Tommy or certain people that try to come for you? Like Diamond, everybody. Or Scrappy's baby
Everybody say
mama.
that
Why you don't
like
have that energy? Why? Why? Because you try to do it with people that you think you could beat or like intimidate or bully.
I feel like those people
That
also have the
part.
money to.
She tries to treat us females the way Stevie J treated her. She got so used to his treatment that she tries to treat us the same way. How many times did he tell her and she used to cry saying that he used to threaten about sending her back to the strip club. But then you're over here
Hmm.
talking about us saying we forever be your hoes and this, that, and the third. Like you're treating us the way he treated you.
That is true. That's true. I think that the reason that she doesn't beef with other people like
Tommy and Jessica Dime.
Tommy and Jessica Dime and Akbar and all of them is because those people are bigger entities, bigger brands. You know,
But you know they
she
will
will
be
get
with her
she will
ass.
get
Let's be
sued.
real. You
Okay.
could just say it. You know they will fuck her ass up. You know damn well.
Ah! Johnson seems pretty
It's all right.
tough.
Just blink twice. Just blink twice.
It seems like
She's
that's
so
what you
tough that Amber
did.
knocked her down. She's so tough that Amber knocked her down. You're so
It
right.
seems like that's what happened. It seems like she blinked twice and Amber just snuck her ass.
Do
Do
you
you
think
think
that
that is
Amber
really
has a
fair that Amber hit her when she wasn't looking?
When she wasn't looking, is that the story they saying?
Well, Amber said that she snuck her. Basically means that you hit somebody when
She
they wasn't
snuck her like
looking. You
she
didn't
caught
give her the
her. Like
chance.
she caught no, like she was able to access her and catch her without nobody noticing because like I said, security was protecting her.
Did she square up with her? Did she give Jocelyn a chance to put her fist up?
Bro, as soon as she hit her, she fell. And Ballista got involved. There was no time to square up.
My.
do you think
But
that
if you over
Amber
here being rowdy in somebody's face, you should be ready to square up. Period.
Period.
So you should see the hit coming. So I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing.
Do you think
Because if
Amber
I'm
would
going
be
back
down
at
to
it with
fight
somebody, even if
Jocelyn
somebody's in
again,
full in
like
front,
a
I'm gonna be
celebrity
smart.
fight match, like a celebrity fight, like you know how
I don't think she
Soldier
would.
Boy and Chris Brown was gonna do?
She wouldn't do it because she didn't even want to do it for Tommy when they offered it with her and Tommy to fight.
My,
do you
Because
that
I
is
think that
true.
remember somebody came into my live, a fan came into my live and told me that there was a time where this guy, I forgot his name, it was Paul something. They said he tried to offer them 13 mil to have it to shoot in a celebrity fighting shit, and Jocelyn turned it down
Akbar
because she
B
didn't want
said
to
I'll
fight
fight her.
Tommy.
Akbar said I'll fight her, and what's the girl that hosts the Bad Boys LA? Natalie Nunn said I'll fight her too. Period. Where the money at?
When
Oh,
she said that,
I think that actually I think the fight was supposed to be between Natalie Nunn and Tommy, right? And then Akbar B jumped in and said, oh, I'll fight her. And then I think Jocelyn chimed in too because Tommy didn't want to fight Natalie.
Tommy didn't want to fight Natalie? Natalie didn't want to fight her.
No, I think I covered that story, and Tommy is the one who backed out. Okay, they were offering $30,000. Zeus Network, I think, was offering $30,000 for Tommy and Natalie Nunn to box, and Tommy is the one who backed out. If I am
Probably
correct.
because they didn't have a higher bag or they didn't match it. Because she said that in the live too when she talked to Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
wait,
She
so
said
Zeus
you
was
either
trying to
match
make a
that.
whole boxing thing?
Yeah,
No,
that
I
was a
think
They should
celebrity
make that a thing
boxing
as a
thing.
show. They should make a show like that in their network about celebrity boxing. I mean, I give
Yeah, I
them no
think
ideas.
so. I think that'd be
do
good
you
because since they like fights and stuff, you know, they want to make some money. I would actually come and show up and sit front row,
I would
especially if they do it
too.
like at the MGM or
Cut
something.
that
Girl,
check.
I'm there. Period. I was gonna be right there for Soldier Boy and Chris Brown fight. Period. I was not gonna let Chris Brown beat up my man's. Nope.
Hey, you said you wasn't gonna let Chris Brown beat in your man's Chris Brown.
Yeah, I was
Stop.
gonna let her beat up my man Soldier Boy, girl. Chris Brown was about to lay them paws on Soldier Boy. Okay, oh, period. Soldier Boy better stop playing with everybody. He out here trying to fight Skeet right now. Kim Kardashian new man Skeet.
Yeah, he was trying to fight him. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I,
because
I
Do
he's
just
you
too
realized
think
you
crazy
call
about
him
that?
that because
Kanye.
of Kanye, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why you called him that.
Do you think that
Mm-hmm.
And
Amber's
we,
gonna win her suit case? Do you think Amber has a legit case against Zeus Network, considering they do have a lot of money? Do you think that if she wins, will Zeus be shut down, or at least Jocelyn's cabaret will be taken out? And do you believe that Zeus should be shut down since they can, well, since the stuff that's on there basically, versus what they sent in the statement?
Do I feel like they should be shut down? Like the number itself? No.
Yeah, I don't think so
Because
either.
even though like that events happened, I'm more than sure, you know, they didn't. I feel like if they knew that was gonna happen, they would have never allowed it. I think I can't really say, but do I think they should be shut down? No. Do I think the show should be shut down? Yes. After
Okay.
that,
Oop.
they should just be cutting her off
They should
after
have an
that
Amber's
because
Cabaret
it's
next
bad for
time.
business. It's bad for business. How can you sit here and support someone who did that? Or if you're gonna do it, guys shouldn't have him involved in it in general.
They should do an Amber's Cabaret next time.
I mean, they should.
Period. And you could
Imagine.
go on there and you could be her down ass friend, okay, on Period, and help her pick the girls for the cabaret. I think
That
that's
part.
next season. Next
Yeah,
season.
me and Amber need our own shit.
You're gonna have
Period.
our
Me
own
and
cooking
Amber, the
show.
Henny and Amber show.
Ooh.
No, it could be about other shit, or we take over something. I don't know.
Oh, that'd be lit. That'd be lit. I would
Hell
like to see
yeah.
that. I'm here
Would
for
you
it. Zeus
ever?
Network. We need another show with Amber and Henny, okay? Take over anywhere, period.
Take over
Yeah.
LA, I don't know, something, Miami.
Would
I don't
you
know,
ever
something.
do an all-star show with Zeus if they took like 12 different girls from each show and stay in the house for like 2 weeks? Would you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you ever do the conversation with that group of people at the reunion that you had it off with if they was to call and be like, let's do a conversation one more time with these girls to get it
I
off
just
your
hope they
chest?
know to be ready because there probably won't even be a conversation. It'll probably be just like the reunion.
Ooh,
I'm gonna give
But
you
you better
this. Just
cut
make
that
sure
check. You better cut that fucking check. Y'all ain't been giving me no petty cash for that.
you
period.
going with Tim's this time.
Oh yeah.
You better.
Make sure they pink too.
If they do it, exactly. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make
Pink
sure.
bedazzled. Pink and bedazzled. Period.
You be
I'm
like
gonna put you
Barbie
in
from
this
the
shoes just because
block.
you said it. Oh, Barbie from the block. I'm dead.
Barbie
I'm about
from
to
the
put that on
block.
my Instagram. I'm about to put that on my Instagram. I'm taking that from you.
So present day, who are the girls that you mess with, and who are the girls that you would not care if you never heard from again?
So as y'all know, I'm cool with Amber. So, I'm cool with Lexi, K Capri, and Riri. Um, I'm cool with Jordy. Everybody else, it is what it is. Like,
What happened with Lollipop? I thought that was your friend.
like honestly, I didn't have an issue, and I still like don't have an issue with her. But after everything that went down, her loyalty is to them and Jocelyn. So I'm gonna show she don't fuck with me either.
So you just don't fuck with anybody that fuck with Jocelyn.
I don't fuck with anybody who don't fuck with me.
So Jocelyn
That
then made
part.
it to where if they mess with the girls that are on the cabaret that mess with Jocelyn, that they can't be y'all friends.
I feel like I think that's why, because it made no sense how her and Riri squashed their beef 2 weeks ago, and then she's saying that she wants to see her get ragged again. That's why I'm confused. So that's why I said I don't know if there's an issue with me or not when it comes to her. So it like she hasn't spoken about me, so I'm assuming no. But at the same time, if Jocelyn feel away and Jocelyn don't want to fuck with us, you're not gonna fuck with us.
Yeah.
I don't know why it
You
gotta
know
be
how she
like that.
said, and you know how she said in the photo shoot, y'all need to be, and she wanted that licking my ass. That's what they doing. They licking her ass.
Ooh,
What was your reaction when she went to y'all? Was like, if you try me, I'ma fuck
I
y'all
was
hoes up.
trying not to laugh. I was like,
K Capri bro that she laughed.
but when she first came in, I was like, because she looked mad intimidating. I was like, holy shit, it's Jocelyn Hernandez. So I was like, and then I was mad high
Period.
too. So I was like,
And you only 5 feet. She was like, am I gonna have
I
to
had a
whoop this hard?
I had a dumbfounded face. I was like, fuck, I'm high.
Oh, what's the name said? Raven, Dexter's
Let's see.
Laboratory. She was saying that none of you girls have any money. Y'all didn't have no money. They spent thousands of dollars on weed, keeping you girls high.
I was about to
Last
call
time
her
I
her name real
checked,
quick.
I bought my own weed. Me and Amber bought our own weed. The last time I checked, when me and Amber was outside with her and we was telling her, yo, we about to cop bud, do you want something? She didn't have money and she was trying to put her credit card on her Cash App because that bitch was broke. So I don't know what money she said she had because she had the most money in the house. The one that had the most money in the house that I could say was Riri.
Ooh.
So
You
what
was
she
trying to make
talking
like
about?
you couldn't even afford a pack of backwoods.
Like, bitch, but what?
That's what she said when she was like, "You girls can't afford the pack of backwoods to smoke
Bitch,
the
what?
weed that y'all brought."
She is so fucking full of shit. They even cut the scenes where she went and called her own best friend broke. Raven sat there and called Diamond broke on TV, and they cut that part.
I seen that somebody said that too in one of the scenes. They was
She
like, "You calling your own best
there
friend
with
broke?"
me and Amber trying to put her credit card in her Cash App because she had no money, and then she said, "Oh, forget it," and we went, we copped our own weed. Me and Amber always had our own weed. We never smoked their weed.
So that's where the credit card conversation came from when Amber was reading her like, "Bitch, I got credit cards.
We had the most weed and the most money. We spent the most money on weed." Bitch, shut the fuck up.
I mean, they sound. You could tell that they're very, very immature. Like,
yeah,
it's the capping for me.
Followers,
why are you lying? Why are you trying to make yourself look like
sense?
Yeah, the common sense is not there. We suck and fuck. We suck and fuck. Niggas pay us. I'm like, girl.
Why would you say that?
They were there, and they said this before we came into the house. They both said it. We're here for the clout. Like they said, we're here for the, the blow up, like to get known and shit. They said that, and that's what they're doing. And if they have to drag everyone with them and put them down to put themselves up there, that's what they're gonna do. So they're gonna keep doing this to Jocelyn until she backstabs them next.
Yeah, when that happens, I'm gonna just be like,
because if they think that she's gonna be good with them because they kiss her ass, wasn't she close with Lucky? Wasn't she close with Sapphire? Wasn't she close with Big Legs? Wasn't she close with Barbie before Barbie came into season 2? Wasn't she really cool and close with Lexi Blow, and look at how she just did her dirty?
She said Natural was her favorite.
Y'all not gonna last long, honey. Y'all just there for now.
I'm so mad how she did Natural. I thought Natural. Now, I did think Natural should have won last season over Chanel.
Yeah, her or Lexi Blow.
Yeah, I think Natural got
Them two was the best.
Got played.
I love Natural.
I think that she didn't like Natural's hair. I think that Natural would have won had she not had those dreadlocks. I think that's the only reason Jocelyn didn't pick her, because Jocelyn doesn't think that dreadlocks are sexy. That's what
Natural
happened.
look good in anything though.
She do.
See, that's not like
all the girls look good.
Whatever.
Yeah, Johnson's like that. She was telling the girls like, "Oh, you don't look better than Beyonce. You don't be flossing, bitch. You bitches aren't flossy. Y'all don't be flossing in the morning."
But she's about woman empowerment. Ooh. But as soon as she sees somebody on the show getting good attention on the media or coming up or getting up there, she feels intimidated. She instantly wanna you. But you about women empowerment trying to help us.
Did Jocelyn ever say anything directly to you to try to make you to belittle you or make you feel bad about yourself?
In person, in my face, never. That's why when she did all of that in the confessionals, I was like,
oh, and does wet breath stink?
Not that I know of. When she spoke
Jocelyn
to me, I never
kept on
that.
saying that her breath stank. She kept on saying it.
Yeah, she was ripping her in the green screens. This is like, what you ripping her for? Like, why?
But that's what I'm saying. And you're about woman empowerment, but you over here downing bitches.
She didn't call Capri EJ Johnson. She didn't call.
She called her EJ Johnson. Here's the thing. She called her EJ Johnson, but she's the one that told her to cut her hair.
Oh, did she?
I had a feeling
for the show. She cut her hair for the show.
Production called and told her that Jocelyn wanted her to cut her hair.
So that's
she
probably
cut her hair
where
before coming on the show.
Now, if I speak to her, now I know where we getting somewhere, because she goes on live and goes crazy when people call. She was on a live with Roly Poly and they was going back and forth about a debate. She doesn't like that people was calling her a man and this and the third. Now I kind of see where she's coming from, because they made her cut her hair off, so made it look like she was a boy, whatever the case may be, especially since she's tall. Now all of a sudden it makes sense, because she looked good. I see her with hair. She looks good. Anything. You know what I'm saying?
So if she didn't cut her hair, she wouldn't have been on the show?
I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
I'm on the sure they. I don't know. I don't know
That's
about that. But
crazy.
then, yeah, like I said, that shit y'all gotta ask them. But I know the shit that they did. So it was like that's why she was more mad. She felt like she was set up. She was like, I feel like y'all brought me out for people to look like if I was that what they already saying. Cause y'all told her to cut her hair. So it's like it's fucked up.
That
So
is
now that
fucked up.
everything
Now,
is said and done, do you feel like this is what you
mm,
signed up for? Do you feel like you got what you signed up for?
No, no. Because I knew what I signed up for, meaning with the craziness and how she is, before all this extra shit that happened at the reunion. No, that's not what I signed up for.
Did you
It's
think
not.
that you were going to win the cabaret?
I mean, I was 50-50 on it. At first, yes. But then at the same time, when I saw what the other girls was bringing, I was like, maybe. But I wasn't expecting. Nah, I'll keep it 100. But I
Period.
wasn't expecting, like, to experience everything else that I did. So,
Was there money given out this season?
no. We got paid for the show, but she didn't give out a prize like she did the second season.
Oh, okay. That's probably why they put the
Mm-hmm.
girls from last season probably didn't get paid. But I
how much did
absolutely
y'all get
understand what you're
paid?
talking about.
That what?
How much did
I
y'all
said,
get paid? Like 500 a week, or was it more or less than that?
No, are we allowed to I
I
even
don't
talk
think
about
that
that?
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure that
oh,
you're not allowed to say your pay.
oh,
Pretty
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
but it was definitely more than that.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a
that's
lot more
good.
than
I
that.
could
I'll
tell you
tell you
that it
off
was more than
camera.
$500.
I
It
can
was
tell
more
you
than
off
five
camera,
hundred dollars a week. I
Steffian.
could tell you
I know
that.
the amount.
Yeah,
I can tell you off camera. I
I
know
tell you
somebody
if
that
you
works for the
right.
network.
If you see, if you DM me, I tell you if you right. Wait, who you know? Because I probably know who you talking about. Who you
I already
know?
DM'd
Who you
you.
know? Who do you know?
I
Because
know
I like
somebody
everybody from
on
over
I
there.
know
So who
somebody
do
on
you
Bad
know?
Boys
Let me tell.
LA.
Okay.
So I think I
Mm,
know what they get
okay.
paid over there. So I would assume it's probably similar.
It's probably the
Uh,
same, probably
Or
similar.
different because
Okay.
of who's popular than who, but we don't
Yeah,
get into
because a lot
that.
of people on Bad Boys were actually already known. So it's
I
like
didn't know all of them. I didn't
maybe.
even know the whole cast. I only knew of Kieran when I found out it was him. I knew about Milana, obviously, and I knew about Gutter Kane away, but the rest of them I never heard of them before. And I'm not even trying to be mean or be like that, but
No, no, no.
I
Be
don't
honest, because I really don't know majority of them either.
I didn't know the
So you're
majority of them. They
fine.
just came in like
I think
Yeah.
because it's a new show, first season, they probably all started out on the
Hmm.
same pay scale. Because what they do is they pitch you out there and they want to see who's going to stand out, who the audience is going to like the most. And then the second season, that's when they decide, okay, I'm going to give this person and that person a little bit more because they bring more to the show. They
Right.
bring more value.
yeah,
So
because it seems like with Zeus shows they bring back the favorites. Like with Johnson's Cabaret, I wouldn't say Chanel was a favorite, not trying to be mean to Chanel, but they brought back Chanel
She
and
only
Lexi
brought back
Blow.
because she won.
Yeah, Lexi Blow was a favorite. Natural and Lucky was supposed to come back, but we seen what happened with that.
I'm not gonna
One.
lie. I was hoping they were. I was excited thinking they were, and she didn't bring them back. I thought that was corny as fuck. I feel like she should have brought them back.
mhm.
And one more chance, they brought back Yodeler and Rolly for the second season, but they both said they was not doing it. Rolly said, "I'm done." So baddies, I don't know who they bringing back. I think they might bring back Christina. I don't know. I'm kind of excited. I know Jay. We know Jayla's gonna be on there for sure. But
Hmm.
they might bring back. I hope they don't bring back Cindy Star. God, please don't bring her back. But they might
I
bring
think they
back Christina.
do. I think they do bring her back.
I hope not, because she did the most. That it was like, come on,
She
like.
overdid it. Like I like her, but I get what you're trying to say.
mm.
They said we chatting now,
He's like,
Henny. They said we
no.
chatting, Henny. They taking your
Who
word.
said we
That's gonna be the word of the
chatting?
season. We chatting
Oh, they
now.
gonna
So
take
you
my
want to
shit. Like
cheat?
we
Yeah, they gonna take your
chatting.
shit. You better get you some t-shirts made, girl. But make you some money,
I
girl.
said thank you. I'm about to do that. Make some t-shirts like you
Period.
chatting.
You
Period.
chatting, girl. I'm gonna order one. I'm gonna promote it, girl. I'm
You
gonna definitely order
chatting.
one. You
You know what?
chatting
Thank you for
now.
that idea. Just for that, I'm gonna make you one too, and I'm gonna stop. Just because
I
you said
want
Make
one
sure you
that.
too.
sign it. I want to
I
sign
got
one.
y'all. I'm gonna got it for both of
Yeah.
y'all. Cause now that's a good idea. I should then make sure it's like that. You chatting and so
I'm
them,
gonna
right?
promote it too. I'm gonna have everybody buying it, girl.
And
Period.
I'm a brand
Go ahead and make
ambassador,
me a
so
brand ambassador. That's what I was say. Go ahead and make me a brand ambassador. Give me a
Period.
coupon code, girl. Period. We gonna be promoting your shit. Period. Well, it's been
Yeah,
so
cause
much
it was
fun
chatting.
interviewing you.
Thank
and
you.
getting all the tea.
Yeah.
You
Thank you
girl.
for
I
having
feel
me.
like I know everything. Girl, I didn't miss nothing, girl. I
Y'all
can't
wanted
wait to
to see,
watch
I
the
gave it to y'all.
reunion. If we even get a reunion, I don't think we're gonna get one now because all the legalities of
Yeah.
everything. If we do get a
They're probably
reunion, it's
gonna
gonna be
hold it
chopped
if
and
they
screwed.
do.
It's gonna be all
They
chopped
might do
up.
that. They notorious for holding shit for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're
They
gonna put
probably
bits and
will.
pieces
Yep.
of the fight. They're
That's
not
the
gonna
bad
put
part is that
enough
I hate waiting
in.
for it.
They're not gonna put
I hope
enough
they show
in.
everything the way it's supposed to
They
be.
better show. I want
They
to see
not.
Henny get down, smash a couple
They
bitches.
not.
That's what I
If
want to
y'all
see.
think that y'all gonna see Jocelyn falling on the ground, y'all got another thing coming. Jocelyn is not
Yeah.
going to allow Zeus Network to put that out. Period.
Fuck out of here. Like, that's corny if
And
they
you
don't
know
show it.
how, and you know how I know I believe that with the security situation because if you look back on the conversation with Natalie and Red, they was letting Natalie run up and do whatever she wanted to do, but when Red would sock her back, they would stop her. Or when she fought
You s-
Christina, you seen how they had Christina in the headlock and had Natalie by the waist, and she was able to go. You know, so
so you see what I'm talking about, right? So you already know.
I like that
You
yeah,
about
already
Zeus.
know.
Though. I like
Just by
that Zeus
y'all
is
seeing
able to
that.
recognize who the star is. Okay, on period. I like that, but they do have to get better at protecting the rest of the talent too. They can't
everybody.
just
But
be,
at the same
yeah.
time, they do what's being told to them at the same time. That's what makes it like that.
That's the suckest part, and that's their job too. But because here's the thing, though, they do that with the boys on Bad Boys Club. Them boys is rougher to break up than the girls. They don't care. They elbow you. They gonna get boys to fight security, stab security, gouge their eye out. Like stop touching me. They need to like pick that up because if that was me and somebody hit me and y'all holding me back, everybody getting hit. Send me home. I don't care. That's just me. And so. And then the thing about this reunion is that what's important about what happened at y'all reunion is what y'all think is gonna happen at the Bad Boys reunion. They got some big niggas on
Oh,
there.
I
You
can't
seen how they
wait
was
to watch
fighting in the
that. That shit
trailer.
premiere Sunday. I can't even front. I can't wait to watch that
Yes.
shit. That shit look juicy as
Yeah.
hell.
Mm-hmm.
And
Have you
some
got
of
a
the
chance to
guys on
watch
there
your
look so good.
season? Have you watched
Huh?
the cabaret back?
Which one? My season?
The one
Yeah,
that
I've been
yeah, your
watching it every
season.
Mhm.
week. Every week
Okay.
I watch it. Every week.
Do you like the way that
Every
you
week.
look
And I
on
just be
camera?
like, I was like, the way they use my confessionals, they did that.
Okay,
They caught me.
because
But I
I'm on a
like the way I
reality
look.
show too. I'm on a reality show called Chasing LA, and when the shows
Oh,
come back, I always watch the episodes. I'm like, you fucking did that, friend. I'm talking to myself. I'm like, girl, you fucking did that.
yeah, I was
So
hoping my
yeah.
confessional look was even, and Lowe's did that. He did my makeup and he did that.
Oh my goodness, yeah, you looked amazing on the show.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
you
you.
did. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
was.
on the show, I did my own makeup, but he did my confessional makeup.
Oh, okay. I was hoping that you made the cabaret so bad. I want to see you dance for real. They didn't really show you
Nah,
dancing like that. They see you do like a little two step.
hating assholes.
Yes, all I seen you do on the
But
show
it's
was like a little
fine.
two step in your little pink furry little bra
I know
set.
I
That was
was
it.
tight when they only showed certain shit. I was like, just like Lexi was mad. She was like, yo, they barely showed me like dancing and shit like that. Lexi was saying that yesterday.
Yeah, they cut that up real quick like everybody. They didn't show much of K Capri. They didn't show much of
Hmm.
a lot of
But y'all was
people. They
making
didn't
like K Capri was fucking it up. K Capri can really dance.
Hell yeah. What? When
I
I
was
first saw
excited
dance,
when
I
she
was
made the
like,
cabaret. I was just, it was just, I was the only thing I was upset about is that she made the cabaret on default because there was all the drama with Chanel and Amber. I felt like if she was the best dancer, she should have been in the cabaret,
well, the
right?
only reason Raven got in was because she took Amber out. And if you want to be technical, they said they only picked Raven because it was her birthday. But I say less.
so
My,
she did
my,
a
my,
horrible because it was her birthday.
They said they picked her because it was her birthday. Because that's what the girls told me.
That
my.
is so. I'm not
Yeah, because
surprised.
So
I
she
mean,
thinks she got picked because no, bitch, you got picked because it was your
she
birthday.
wasn't
Thought she
really
was
hitting
hot
that shit
shit.
like that. She thought that she was really dancing. She looked like she was fucking getting stuck when she was doing the floor movements, like when she was
All she
doing her
does is
little.
that same floor shit like that with her butt. That's all she do.
Oh, she was
Stop
like she was doing.
playing.
She did that on the floor, like the little
And
snake
she
thing,
was
and then she
doing the
like turned
worm the whole
around
time,
and looked like
right?
she got stuck.
Like she be like, yeah.
I thought, did she just get stuck on the floor? Oh,
I'm dead. That's
somebody
funny.
said Raven danced the
She did
best out
that.
of the girls. Girl, please. Raven was all off beat and everything. Quit playing. Oh, so
Mm-hmm.
Jocelyn's music. These are my last questions. I don't know if Safian got any more. Jocelyn's music. Did you really like Jocelyn's music? Do you really like Jocelyn's music? And did you find it hard to dance to? Difficult to dance to her music?
Not really. Like I said, like some people don't like her shit, but it's like sometimes when you first hear it, you're like, what the fuck is this? But then after a while, you listen to it, it gets catchy, and you end up getting into it. Like, oh, okay, like this shit is good, like you know.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think it's that hard to dance to. It's just of how you take it, I guess, the rhythm and shit. It's how you move, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people be telling me that they don't like her new song, but I'm like, I like it. And then when they be like, why you like it? I'm like, I don't know. It's just like the beat
It's
or something. It makes
catchy.
it catchy a little bit. Like she be sounding retarded, don't get me wrong, but her beats and shit be catchy.
Yeah. I mean, you got to listen to it a couple times, but after you listen to it a couple times, it kind of grows on you. And you start, next thing you know, it comes on and you singing it too. Like, right? Do it like it's my B
Yeah,
day.
like I want
Do
to
it like
ride, I
it's
want to
my B day.
ride, I want to ride,
Like,
I want to ride. So it's like it is ends up being catchy. I can't even lie. I give credit when
Mhm.
it's due. I'm not a hating ass bitch. You feel me? So I could say that it is catchy. I
What
guess
genre music
I
you
got the
into?
song. I listen to more trap.
Oh
Period.
shit. You're not a early
So I listen
90s,
to
late
I listen
90s?
to everything. No, I listen to everything, but majority shit I listen to is that. And I'm a big ass Cardi B fan, so
Mm.
Okay, I know that's right. I like Cardi too. I like them all, Grill. I like them all. I
I
don't
dig
believe in
them.
number one and number two. I think that we all
Oh no,
is
I don't either.
motherfucking
I just really
equal.
like her. I just like that she's
Mm-hmm.
really raw. I think that's what it is. Like she got no filter.
Mm-hmm.
But I like
Yeah.
her, yeah.
I like her music though. I do. I do. I like her song that's
What up,
growing on
do
me right
music,
now is the
baby?
cowgirl song. Every time I come around, I ride
I'm
her
a
like
ride,
a
I ride it
The
like a
cow.
car.
cowgirl.
Wait, is that the B-Day song? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, that
All
Yeah,
the
is.
that's
songs
live your best
sound,
life.
I promise you, all of them sound the same. Like if you play them all back to back, I think it was all the same. I
I know Ballistic did
would.
his thing on them beats.
Oh, Ballistic makes this that makes the beats.
Yeah, he did it.
Uh-huh.
He did his fucking thing. Cause it sound like y'all
That's why
know.
they always say like produced by Ballistic Beats. Like,
You know what that song says? That song reminds me of August Alsina's Porn Star song. It has like a similarity to it in a way, but for a female. Like if you was to sing it, now cause she rapped it, but if you was to sing, if
mm,
you was to sing into a different type of tune, it kind of gives like
rap. That
August
bitch can't
Alsina
rap.
Porn Stars.
She raps. When does she rap?
She rapped on the Live Your Best Life track. If someone wants to like if a man was to sing that song in like the form of August Alsina, it's kind of a
Ah,
the beat reminds me of August Alsina's Porn Star song.
I
She
get what you
ride
mean
me
now.
like
I
a
get what you mean
porn
now.
star. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. I
Well,
heard the
Henny, it's
vocals.
been so yeah, he could
What'd you
sing. She
say?
said I could sing, girl.
Oh,
Maybe y'all should do a
I would just
collab
love
since
her
y'all both in
singing.
the New York
Let me put
area.
that up.
Yeah, we could. That's up to her.
You and Henny should do a collab. Y'all both in the New York area. He could sing. See if y'all sing something for Henny.
Let me hear
Let her hear
you.
your pipes.
Why? This is about Henny, not Safion.
Safion,
Did
we
y'all hear
got to get
nobody's
out of
new
here. We
single?
ain't got all day. Safion, sing
All
this
right, I'll
song so
sing
I
a
can
little
get
bit.
your
I'll
ass
sing a little
out.
bit.
Okay? Look, you gonna have me
I'll
turning to
sing a little
Jocelyn on
bit.
your
I'm gonna
ass.
sing.
That
I'm gonna
what?
sing. I'm gonna sing low tone. No, I was singing this song all day. 200 days and counting enough, and you're my favorite still. When I say I won't tell myself I don't, but I always will. Through the way I feel, we got time to heal. I got time to kill. Just a little something.
Okay, he nervous. He nervous.
Oh,
Henny. He
okay.
about to sing to you off the internet
I
or
could
something.
see, but I could hear
He can
him.
sing
He
though.
got it.
Yeah, he got it. He definitely got it. Well, it's been so much fun hanging out with you,
Right.
Henny.
Yes.
But I gotta let you go, girl. We've been here for 2 hours plus, girl.
I
You done
DM'd
told
you
us
on
all the
Instagram for the
tea.
You.
interview before, but you didn't get it because it was in the request. But I followed you and everything.
Oh
Oh
my God,
yeah.
I'm so sorry. You know what it is? My
No, it's
request should be
fine.
yo, it'd be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So when I try to get to whoever, sometimes it just be like reactions and shit like that. I be trying to look like if anybody's trying to hit me up like business wise. So I'm sorry, but try to DM me again so I'm gonna double check this time so I can follow y'all or whatever.
Yeah,
All
double check
right.
because I'm in there too. I hit you up and then Safiana hit me. He
I
said
tagged you in
she
For
it.
hit me
real,
back.
hit me up again. Hit me up again.
He
Hit
was
me up
like,
again. I'm
Safiana
over there
hit me
look
up.
for
Was like,
y'all.
she hit me back. I was like, for real, she hit you. She did. Whatever, girl. I said, go ahead and schedule an interview, big girl's good. Period. Let's get it.
I'm so sorry, y'all. That was not on purpose. I swear, my
No,
DMs
but
just
I'll
be
inbox.
crazy.
I'm gonna actually inbox you right now so that I don't forget, because I'm the type of
Yeah,
person
I
in
am
this
too. I
live will
tagged you in my
forget.
thing.
He
I got
tagged
y'all.
you.
I'll follow y'all back.
Okay, on period. Hey, I just put hey. But yeah, so let me let you go, girl. Thank you so much for coming
Thank you
Yes,
so much
out.
for coming
thank
up
Okay.
you.
here. I
Thank you
hope to
for
see you in New
having
York if I'm
me.
in Brooklyn. Because my family there,
Yes,
so
let
I
me
hope to run
know.
into you.
Let me know.
Period.
I'll definitely let you
Yeah, we
know.
loved you on the cabaret, and we wish you nothing but success in your future. If you have anything
Thank
coming
you.
up, you drop a single or anything, hit
I'll
us
let y'all
up,
know.
and we will promote it. Okay.
You should
Thank
name the
Again.
you.
album Henny on the Block or
Oh,
Henny from the Block.
oh. See, look, she getting all that. Girl, you gonna have to start paying us for all of this free game.
I know, right? He over here giving free little thing. He looking at you like, what you
Okay.
doing? Like, what you doing right now?
Period.
I'm
We could be
dead.
your team. You need a team, Henny. Okay, up here. We'll take you to the top with us. Okay. Yes, I did. Oh, until next time. Thank you so much for coming out,
Yes, thank
Henny.
you.
Any last words before you go?
Um, Follow me on Instagram and show love and support. That's about it. And thank you guys
Period.
for having me in. Thank you for watching.
Period.
Don't bully
Brianna.
her
That's
too.
it. Oh, I
Yeah.
don't play that shit. Don't play with me.
Mm.
All right, Henny. Adios.
Don't play with me. All right,
Bye,
bye.
Bye.
Henny.
Okay, Safion, what an amazing interview. I had so much fun.
Yes.
Okay. Henny from Jocelyn's Cabaret. Okay, we got the fucking exclusive. If anybody is wondering what happened when, okay, on period, tell them to come over here to the official King Payne channel with Safion Jawad. Okay. They got the tea. Period. Henny was here and she told us everything.
Everything. And I know I'm gonna regret it when we end up on Zeus T page the next day and Zeus try to come for us.
Ooh, my. Oh, Zeus can't come from us. That's why I didn't use no pictures from Zeus. That's why I didn't use no logos from Zeus. I was like, Zeus is not gonna motherfucking strike this
They
video
better
this
not bug the
motherfucking
shit out of
time.
me, cause
Here, matter of fact, if Zeus got anything to talk to me, they have my phone number. They can call me up, okay? On period. What's the lady name? Shannon,
Janisha,
Sharon. That was her name.
Tamika, Janit. No,
The one that
Tamika
struck
is
my
the
channel that time. Sarah, what's her name? Sarah, I don't remember.
Sarah. Who the hell is Sarah?
Remember, not too long ago, Zeus Network had struck my channel.
Yeah, I remember that, but I didn't know who did it. It wasn't Tamika,
Hold
cause
on, let me
that's
see.
everybody's favorite producer.
Let me see if I can get her name again. Oh, I don't really. Oh, wait, here we go. Wait, I'm so bad. See, ooh, no, I don't even remember. Somebody remembers her name. I don't remember. Yo, it's in my. Oh, you know what? I have it in my contacts. I probably should call her. Like, girl, I'm
I
gonna
want
send
to
her
meet
my.
Janisha.
Oh, Cora. Her name was Cora McVeigh.
Cora,
Yes, Cora McVeigh. That's
Cora,
the one. Mhm.
I'm coming, Cora.
But yeah, so if y'all any last words before I let you go?
What was I gonna say?
I gotta get
No,
ready for tonight's show.
I basically just put it up there saying Zeus, just leave me alone. Don't come for me. I'm just doing my job.
Oh, period. We just here doing our job. It's just another day in YouTube
And if you need
land. Period.
reunion, if I say this, if they need reunion, host us
Period. Period. They should have
for the
had a
bad boys,
for the bad boys. Yeah, the official
or it
King
could
Page.
just be you, me, and Armand, all three of us.
Oh, girl,
They
get
gonna need all three of us
we
on
gotta
there
throw
for
Star
all
Davy
them
Way in
niggas.
there too. Okay, period. We got to
Of
do it.
course, shit, keep it coming, and let's not forget Mike. Five,
Period. Yeah, we could just work it in different areas. You know what I'm saying? I do the
yeah.
red
Oh,
carpet, a girl. I can host a reunion, a girl. We can switch out. Shit. I don't know. We gotta do an end scene and all that. We gotta do everything. It's gonna go
I'm
up.
hosting. I'm sitting on the couch with
He said,
Armand.
I'm hosting shit. I'm gonna go to school.
We're gonna have to
Go
move
ahead,
the
then,
fuck over.
Sapia. Go ahead, then, Sapia.
We're gonna have to
Ooh.
move the fuck over. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm riding
Ooh.
with you, but you're gonna have to move over.
Yeah, I said Shot. I said, don't forget Shot. Shot gonna have to get up in here with us. Okay. Well, you guys can follow Safian on Instagram as well. Okay, on period. The Fisher King Paint is on all platforms. It was so much fun hanging out with you guys. Okay, but we
Yeah, it
gotta get up
was
out of
so
here.
fun. Yeah, I gotta
Yes.
pee and I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I got to get ready for the next show. It's a lot of things going on around here, around the Palace Grill. I got real life things to do. I got to pay bills again. I got to pack for
Oh, Bills
Dallas.
week is done for me.
Oh, Bills
All my
week is
bills
every
is
day for
paid.
me. Oh, that mean you ain't got enough of them yet. When you got enough, when you get enough of them, you'll be paying them every day. They never stop. Okay, up here, I got bills that don't never stop. Every day there's a bill. Period. Um, but yeah, thank you so much for all that you do for the Lituation Network, Safion. You're really appreciated
Thank
around
you for
here.
having me.
Yeah, Googles. Until next time, we got to get up out of here. Let's just go ahead and run
Hmm.
this outro so we can go and get into some things. Okay, up here, I got some things to get into. Okay, up here, I need to take my
I
medicines
might
today.
join the live.
Oh, join the live. Come on. I'll probably be live in like I want to say like by 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I
All
normally shoot
right.
for about 8 p.m. Well, Eastern Standard, Pacific Standard Time. I usually shoot for about 8 p.m. But since we're getting out of here a little late, probably 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. So with
All
that
right.
being said, adios.
Adios.